Guys, are you ready for the theme tune? Yes! That's just me, Ash. It's just me. I'm the mods. I like that you're being auto-modded with DILFs. Meanwhile, Bob's in chat just talking about laughing and coming. Where is Sass? I don't know, Kat. I don't know. She's just doing her own thing. I think she's had a lot of study stuff on, so she might have been busy. I know. She might pop her head in. We'll see how she goes. She's been messaging me on TikTok, so she's around. Daddy. All right, back to Dream Daddy. Where were we at? 9:14. That's where we're at. Yep.
Welcome. You've got dads.
Welcome to Dad Book. Twitch is trying to silence you? No. Should I add this one to the TikTok song list? Dream Daddy. I like it. Oh, Kat, you summoned her. You were like, where's Sass? She's a babe. And then Sass is like, hello. My ears were burning. Hi, Alfie. It's me, your dear old friend from way back in the day, Dad Manda. I'm delighted to see you've signed up for Dad Book. They've recently added this exciting new messenger service, so you may find yourself receiving messages from other dads like myself. Take care not to miss them. All right. Alfie, listen, this is you from the past. What? Well, how did this happen? I figured you're trying to reply to this because I know myself, but this is an automated message from you early this morning when it was socially unacceptable to go out and buy ice cream. I forgot I did that. I forgot how I did that as well. The future is amazing. Listen, life is short and ice cream should always be acceptable, but unfortunately this isn't the society we live in. And it's less the society we live in and more me projecting my own anxiety about being judged onto others. But you know what I mean. By the time you're reading this, it is certainly a time of day in which nobody will bat an eye at you for going out and buying ice cream. You know what to do. Be good to me. Oh, be good me. Okay, buy the ice cream. Oh, great. We just got ice cream for doing nothing. I love that. Oh my gosh, it's Sydney. Oh my gosh, it's Sass. Hi, Sass. I almost typed hi, Sass. I'm hungover. I'm the Wayward Cinny. I'm the Wayward Cinny. It's true. I am. I have been Wayward Cinny. I'm still Wayward Cinny. Well, I'm Wayward Cinny for the duration of the stream, at least. You know what? I've earned a treat. On the way home, I decided to stop off and grab some ice cream, which I fully planned to eat directly from the tub. I spent a lot of time trying to figure out just which type of ice cream I'd like to eat directly from the tub. Rocky Road, pistachio. Oh, Mana's probably going to want some too. Better get 2 tubs. She loves cookie dough ice cream, right? Hey, mister. I turn around to see Ernest leaning up against the wall of the convenience store. Oh, the kid. Ernest? You're cool, right? I'm so cool. I'm shocked you even have to ask, Dude Meister. Oh my god, I asked the wrong person. Could you just help me out? Help you out? There's no fire involved, is it? Just clouds. So, if I give you $20, will you buy me e-liquid? I can't buy a kid vape. I can't buy a kid vape nicotine. Ernest, what's e-liquid? It's like, Gatorade, you know, electrolyte liquid. I get it myself, but I'm banned from here for trying to run a grift on the cashier. Classic fiddle game, you know the deal. Oh, if you're talking about balanced electrolytes, then I got you, little buddy. And I didn't know you played the fiddle. Just ask the clerk for blue cranrazapple vortex. He'll know what it is. I pick up a tub of pistachio ice cream for myself and a tub of cookie dough for Amanda. I search around for some blue Crasian void stare, but can't seem to find any. I turn to the cashier. Say, where's your finest e-liquid? Behind the counter, you got an ID? First of all, my daughter is older than you. Second of all, I'm flattered I switched shampoo recently. Has that taken some years off? Look, you need to be 21 to buy vape juice. Your hair doesn't look a day over 20. That's nice. Wait a minute. You're just trying to butter me up to get me to buy more ice cream because it's working. I will buy more ice cream. Punch him? Punch the kid. I glance outside and spot Ernest staring at me. Double wait a minute. So you're telling me that e-liquid is not a sports drink? It's for vaping. Ernest is watching us intently through the window. I better go give that kid a piece of my mind. I see. Okay, look, I'm going to pretend that you didn't try to trick me into buying you the old Bahamep's cough syrup and then go inside here to purchase my ice cream. I won't tell your dad if you promise to scream. Oh, scram, not scream. Promise to scram. More ice cream. Get it. Get some ice cream. Snitch. Yeah, I snitched on him. And stop vaping, you'll get popcorn lung. You don't want popcorn lung. What if I give you 25? Go home, Ernest. As I'm walking back inside, Ernest calls after me. You can get popcorn lung from microwave popcorn, you know. I no longer trust this child, but the mere notion strikes fear into my heart. I get back inside to complete my purchase with the good cashier. Thank you, kind sir, for your time and generous hair compliments. You got it, bub. I glance out the window while I see Ernest still outside. Looks like he's talking to some other poor sap. Guess I should go outside and save this other guy some grief. Wait a second. That's definitely a cop. Oh boy. I grab my tubs of ice cream and bolt outside. Ernest is already face down on the hood of a squad car. Ernest, did you seriously try to get a cop to buy you e-liquid? Excuse me. I think the cops are going to smack him upside the head, Cat. Do you know this kid? My daughter goes to school with him. Blessings, thank you. I promise he's a good kid, even though my daughter would absolutely disagree with me. I'm this boy's father. I turn around and see Robert walking up the street towards the convenience store. All right, Scottish Robert, right? Ernest, what are you doing? I want a lawyer. First of all, good first instinct. Remember that you're not required to answer any questions from a police officer without a lawyer present. Pump and Dub Rob, yeah, that's the guy we banged on the first night. It's the guy we banged on the first night. You're this boy's father? Oh. Yes, sir. Ernest likes to lash out at me like this ever since the accident. Oh, I don't like talking about it. That's fine. Robert gets a wistful twinkle in his eye. It all started 7 summers ago. My hair was long then. New metal was still in style. Ernest and I were down in the Florida swampland scavenging for. Sir, I can leave you to take it from here. Sounds good. Thanks, officer. Ernest, come along now. You'll be cleaning grout from the rain gutter for a week thanks to this transgression. The police officer gets in his car and drives off. I'm stunned by how cool Robert was just there. Thanks, I want to say Richard. Ouch. Don't mention it, Hemingway. Got in trouble plenty of times in my life. Just trying to do my good deed for the day. Will you buy me e-liquid if I give you $20? Child, I will end you. Hey, Alfie, will you walk Ernest home with me? Sure. Hey. Ernest runs ahead, presumably so he won't be seen with us, which is a thing I think kids do. He reminds me a lot of myself when I was his age. Oh? Well, maybe I wasn't as dumb. Seems like he tortures his dad. Hey. Seems like he tortures just about everybody. He even stole your wallet. What? No, he did. I pat my back pocket. I pat the rest of my pockets. He stole my wallet. Why are you doing this to yourself? What? Huh. Robert points to my tubs of ice cream. One of them's for Amanda. I have no qualms with the quantity of ice cream you've purchased. It's a perfectly respectable amount of ice cream. It's the quality I'm talking about. It is Sexy Saturday. Hello. Hello. Hi, Mantis. You work hard, Alfie. You're a good dad. Don't you think you deserve top shelf ice cream? But these were on sale. Huh. If you're going to treat yourself, go big or go home. Real vanilla bean, real pistachio. You deserve it. I know he's a bad boy, but he's a bad boy. Oh. We arrive at the cul-de-sac and Ernest runs into his home. Oh? And that boy is the reason why we don't have prizes in cereal anymore. Hey. Catch you around, Alfie. Robert tosses me my wallet. I catch it with a surprised look on my face. I stole it back. Keep it in your front pocket or use a chain like back in your ska days. He remembered. Smell you later. See you, Robert. I go back inside my home, ready to spend the rest of the night with 2 tubs of ice cream and also Amanda. Give me a nerd.
Welcome. You've got dads.
You've got dads. Alfie, it's me, your dear old friend from way back in the day. Oh, hi. Hi, Dad Manda. Amanda, is that you? What are you doing at Dad Book? Why, Alfie, I never. We've known each other since business school. How could you possibly confuse me for your amazing and talented and easy to buy things for daughter? Though I am, of course, flattered. You should buy Amanda more things. Amanda, you know I don't go to business school. I barely even managed to get my degree. Wait. No. Wow. I didn't say that. You never heard that. This is gold. I was a great student, I swear. I graduated at the top of my class because I worked hard and ate all my vegetables. Totally holding on to this for later. Wait, do you ever remember what I majored in? I declined to comment. Cool. I like her. I like her. She's got good vibes. Just anything? You'd like to stop going after Roberts? I think you should ditch. I think you should ditch the Robert type. I want to get to know Joseph because I think he's a weird born-again Christian but with a bad boy past. I think he's got a weird bad boy past. Hugo, I don't know if I love him. He's the teacher. He's the one who has Hemingway as his son. Damien's the weird vampire. Robert's the bad boy Scottish guy. Brian is the very competitive dad. Well, bloody Brian. Matt's the barista. He's quite nice. He's a little bit strange. Craig is he's like the California dude, right? He's like a bit of a ditz. You have to go dealing with some chromic paint. Oh, that's fair. Fawn, look after yourself. I hope you find some ways to deal with the pain today. Good luck. Good luck and Godspeed. Be gay, do crime. That's true. Craig is the simp everyone goes for. He's pretty cute, Bob. We've had a date with Brian. It went fine. I want to go on another date with Brian. We're going to go on another date with Brian. But I also want to I want to see what Joseph's about. And I also want to talk to Matt. So I don't know. Good night, morning, afternoon. Yeah, thank you, Fawn. Sleep well or rest well. Just want to save Robert and let him know that his childhood isn't his fault and he can be good. You can't fix him or you don't need to. You don't need to fix him. Brian's what? Oh no, I think you and Bob are gonna fight, Sass. You can't fix him. No, you can't fix him. You can't fix Robert. He's cooked. I'm gonna go on a date. I'm gonna try Joseph. Joseph Christensen, voted Maple Bay's #1 youth minister for 5 years running. Living in my hometown with my beautiful wife and our 4 amazing kids. If I'm not in church, you can catch me out on the open water, setting sail on the seas of adventure. I love playing guitar and crushing my kids at Candyland. It was a miracle I asked Chris out. She laughed and thought I was joking. Oh. Cat. That's so cute. Is he cheating on his wife? No, but his wife is trying to cheat on him, I'm pretty sure. She was the one we bumped to in the bar, and she was all like, "Hi, hot stuff. What time do you get in off? What time am I getting off with you?" She was very drunk. Let's message this guy. Let's message him and see what's up with Joseph. His family's a little weird, but Joseph seems cool. I should take him up on his offer to hang out. Wait, oh, he has the children of the corn children, right? Wait, how do I hang out with a priest? I don't go to church. Should I be Jesus-y? I imagine Joseph's family staring at me as I fumble through some sort of prayer attempt. Maybe not too Jesus-y, a light smattering of Jesus. A light smattering of Jesus. Women rejection 1 million times better than men rejection. Hey, Lucifer. Kat didn't ask me out. She just said, "You're mine now, no returns." No take backsies. No take backsies. He has freak children and an insane wife. Yeah, that's what I'm into, Bob. Will he want me to pray? Is he going to pray at me? Do I have to pray at him? Talking to Joseph, huh? Oh, God, Amanda. Amanda, how many times have I told you not to sneak up on me like that? I selectively ignore it every time you do, Pops. Amanda looks over my shoulder at the screen. Joseph can't read your mind, you know. If you want to talk, just message him. But I've never been friends with a priest before. What do I talk about? My favorite Bible passages? Ice cream socials? Car keys? Just yell to me, I fucking love you! That's very cute. His children are like children of the corn. Yeah, they're like weird, blonde, vacant eyes. Oh, if a man rejects me, you're like, who the fuck cares? Oh yeah, that's fair. If a woman rejects me, you're like, no! Oh, sass. True. No, your English is Englishing. You're Englished. I get you. First of all, he's a youth minister with a tattoo, not a priest. Okay? There's a difference.
Dad.
You're overthinking it, Dad. Listen, just put it like this.
Ugh.
Hello, neighbor. Thanks again for the invite to the barbecue. I'd love to hang out soon if you're not too busy. Isn't that a little too... Thank you, Lucy. Business casual? Fine. Give me the keyboard. I got this. Amanda focuses on the keys. Hi, Joseph. It was great meeting you and your family. I'm still new around here, so if you'd like, I'd love to hang out and get to know you. See ya. The smiley is a nice touch. Almost immediately, I receive a response. What did he say? Hi, Alfie. If you're not doing anything in a bit, the kids and I are baking treats for the church bake sale today, and we'd love to have you over. It'll be a blast, so let me know. Oh, the kids. The kids are the worst, though. Kids are the worst. Do we hear what? Oh, yeah, your chat is totally fine. Your English is crushing. Who am I think I ever was? Oh, that's fine. That's how I speak. Me speak that. What? Do I hear what? Sounds like it's time for another bean. Oh, yeah, it is time for another bean. Oh, my bean thing didn't go over. That's the voice ban. Let me copy the beans. Copy. Paste. Time for another bean. Okay. Bean. Property. Bean 2 of 10. Now, Sass, what you may have missed out on is the fact that we are raising money for Batia, which is a youth mental health charity. And Bort donated $100 dues for $100 dues for 10 beans. 10 beans. Should we do a bean with a voice band? Sass, you're a monster. You're a monster. Oh, God. Not 100 beans. I didn't say 100 beans. Hi, Fluff. Okay. Time for the next bean. Your money goes to people like me who have $480 crying sessions. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. A no reaction? Oh, God. That's horrible. Hola. Okay. I almost said it, but I didn't say it. Okay, this one's Browntown. Browntown could be cappuccino or liver and onions. Guys, do you think it's cappuccino or liver and onions? Bean 2 of 10. No, it's not 100 beans for $10. No. City, may I respectfully ask, what the fuck are you playing? We're playing a game called Dream Daddy, and it's about dating dads. Dads from our dreams. Fluff, it's a dating sim. It's a dating sim. It's a dating sim. Can you full screen? Can I? Brown bean. Good bean? Bad bean. What kind of bean? What kind of bean? You been to Browntown before as a special treat? I don't want to know what you're talking about. Oh my gosh, chat. It is Sexy Saturday. You know what? It is Sexy Saturday. Go off, chat. Go off. All right. We've had one of one bad bean so far. Let's find out if this is bad bean. Why are you going after other people's daddies? Because they're hot. Some of them are hot. All right, let's go. 3, 2, 1. Good bean or bad bean? It's liver and onions. No, I know, Cat.
Big win.
No, Cat, I know. Cat, I know.
That's a big win.
Wait, is it the fact they're daddies that makes them hot? Is it? No, it's not the children. It's the fact that they're dad. No, it's like dad is like a. It's like dad is a thing. It's not the fact they're literally daddies, but like they can be daddy. It could be cinnamon. Maybe it's cinnamon. One on the doorbell. What the? What's the doorbell? Now I'm confused, Cat. Before I was feigning confusion. Now I'm genuinely confused. These are all literally dads, though. They're not like daddies. These are all literal daddies. Yes, that's true. Hi, Alfie. If you yeah, okay, the baking. That wasn't so bad.
Yeah, nice one, bruv, yeah.
Thanks.
Nice one, brother. Nice one, brother.
Nice one, brother.
I said, nice, bruv.
Nice one, brother.
I said, nice, bruv.
Fucking nice one, brother.
Men can never find the doorbell. I know where the doorbell is. It's at the front of the house, right? Isn't that little, it's like the house, it's like the little house, and then there's a doorbell, and you ring the doorbell. Isn't it? Isn't that where the doorbell is? You're with Alfie? He uses a lot of exclamation points. That's true, he does. His face is your mood. I love that face. I'm more concerned about him signing his name with a tilde. Tilde. You make some lady very lucky someday. Fingers crossed. Back to housework. Thank you, Kat. Thank you for upping the sexy Saturday quotient and then going back to lurking. I appreciate you. I'm willing to let it slide this time. I respond back. Sounds like fun. Tilde. Alfie. Oh no, I used one as well. If you draw a house, is the doorbell just underneath the top of the roof? I believe so. If it's a houseboat. I think if it's a houseboat, yes. Because there's like a little man in a boat, right? In a houseboat. And that's why it's a house and a boat. I'm pretty sure I get what you're talking about, Kat. Like actual doorbells, right? Yeah. What if it's a boat house? Then I guess there's a boat inside it, but there's still a man on the roof. What if it's a hobbit hole? Then that's all furry foot stuff. But I'm pretty sure if it's a hobbit hole. What? I don't even know what that is, Cat. What? This is a... What? Well, I guess I'm doing this. Alfie's so fed up with shit. Oh, he is, 100%. Yes. The doorbell is always by the front door. It's a bell for the door. A doorbell. Exactly. Bob gets it. See, I'm glad Bob gets it. He knows what a doorbell is. But I don't imagine he knows what a clit is. Sorry, Bob. Save a brownie for me? Promise you won't sneak up on me anymore? Amanda stares at me, unblinking. A doorbell on the back as well? Fluff. It's a fine question. It's a very fine question. I don't make promises I can't keep. Real to a fault, Pops.
Ugh.
And Dad, please don't be weird about the religion thing. The fish doorbell in the Netherlands? No, what's the fish doorbell? What's the fish doorbell, Sass? Me? Weird? Never. Okay, I make a short walk over to Joseph's place. Don't be weird, Alfie. Okay. Fish doorbell, fish doorbell. Your doorbell is a switch. Oh. You have? You have heard about the fish doorbell? Fish doorbell? What the fuck is a fish doorbell? But what if they hang up a bunch of crosses or collect those little porcelain babies? What if they're all praying? What if do they pray before dinner? During dinner? Over the porcelain babies? The door begins to creak open. A shadowy figure obscured on the other side. Who's there? Alfie? The door opens the rest of the way. It's Joseph's eldest. What's his name? Hey. Hey. Christian? It's Chris. Chris, right. Hi again. I'm Alfie. I know what your name is. Oh, yeah, we met at the barbecue. How's the, please don't say it. Jesus. How's the Jesus? Pray over the porcelain babies. How is the Jesus? Chris blinks slowly. Maybe he didn't hear that. You're weird. Is your dad? Before I finish, Chris walks into an adjacent room, leaving me in front of the open doorway. Home. How's the Jesus? This was a great first impression. For a moment, I wonder if I should just go in, further subjecting Joseph's family to my winning attitude and artful charisma. Mercifully, Joseph, he peeks his head around the corner.
Oh.
Alfie, you made it. Joseph approaches with his arms wide. I'm so glad you could come by. Are you ready to bake? I am not. I'm as ready as I'll ever be. That's the kind of semi-confidence I like to see in a baking assistant. Come on in.
Damn.
He gave you a wedgie. Oh my gosh. You're so repulsed by Joseph? He's too clean cut for you. He's just like the God. He's like the Jesus version of Robert, though. Joseph leads me into a bright, spacious home full of nautical knickknacks. This isn't what I imagined at all. It's actually pretty charming.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Here's the fish doorbell. We're about to get the 411 from SAS. There's a river that's close to a sluice, or closed by a sluice to control the water level. But because it's closed, fish are unable to migrate that river and another. So they made a small hole, a door, if you will, that can allow fish through, but they can't leave it open all the time. So they have a fish doorbell that the fish ring? Wait, that's amazing. Who is the one dating dads, the daughter or the man? The man! Me. Well, it's not me. His name is Alfie. Who's this Aryan bourgeois fellow then? He's a youth pastor. I believe you've met Chris, who left you outside. Chris? Are you going to apologize? Oh, right. Sorry. I try to make eye contact with Chris, but he keeps looking away. He must be really shy. It's all right. Next time, just be a little more inviting to our guests, okay? Sure. Chris seems to relish the chance to escape the conversation and quickly vanishes into his room. Joseph turns to me apologetically. Don't take it personally. Chris likes to keep to himself. I mean, we didn't start off on the best foot in the world, plus being the oldest in a big family can't be easy.
Oh.
We try to cut him a little slack where we can. Ah, and here are the twins, Christian, Christy. Say hello to Alfie. Hello, Father. Hello, Alfie. Kids, come on, dial it back with a creepy twin shtick. Creepy twin shtick? We should get baking. Maybe it's better if I don't shift the power dynamic of the creepy nightmare twins. Are you guys going to help us bake? We don't want to bake. Well, okay. What do you want to do? We have to perform surgery. Guys, we've been over this. Please stop cutting open your toys.
Yeah.
Wow, terrifying. Terrifying. There are predators that wait by the entrance. For the fish, they're already baked. They're totally baked, Mez. Also, hi, Mez. Jesus Christ, why are you in their house? They're going to drug and extract your organs and sell them. Maybe. After a second of relative silence, Joseph turns to me, grinning sheepishly. You ever have more than one kid, Alfie? Nope. You should try it.
More McDonald's.
We both start to laugh, but are interrupted by a loud crash from the kitchen. What now?
Oh.
That doesn't sound good. Christy! No one responds. Joseph furrows his brow and motions for me to stay where I am. Wait here a minute. Joseph rushes into the kitchen. I remember this with Amanda. Half of fatherhood is trying to keep your kids from finding creative ways to kill themselves, and he's got 4. Talk about worry. I take a seat on his surprisingly pristine couch and twiddle my thumbs. Examine the bookshelf. It's a pretty sturdy wooden bookshelf. It looks handmade. Did Joseph build this? Is he Jesus? Is he Jesus? There's a big stack of what looks like travel magazines, Hyenas of the Serengeti, The Underwater Mysteries of the Antarctic, and on and on. Seems like Joseph really loves a good adventure, unless this is a Mary thing, who knows. Next to them are a couple of different Bibles, looks like he's covering all the Bible bases, King James, New American Standard, the Bible for teens. Well, he is a cool youth minister after all. On a higher shelf, there are a bunch of old romance novels. Judging by the wine stains, these must be Mary's. The newest one looks like Hot Body Johnson, Sex Detective. He can't be Jesus, he's white. That's true! He needs to be more Middle Eastern. The 8th installment in... Wait, is this a series? Sex Detective. Examine coffee table. There's a couple of old knickknacks on the table in front of me. Hey, a cross. Hey, another cross. This one looks a little different. And a third cross. Unified design aesthetic. Smart choices. There's also a brass thing here. Looks like something a sailor would use to navigate with. I think they're called sextants. Alright, it is a sextanty Saturday. Don't fuck the Antichrist. You can't tell me what to do, Bob. So they placed a camera, and if there's a fish, you can virtually press the doorbell on the official website, and then they will open the door, so people just watch the website, and then press the doorbell to help the fish. Ha ha! Fish doorbell! I love it. Their names are essentially Chris, and Chris. Yeah, they are. They're all Chrissy. Heh sex. He was saying sex to Sexton as well. All right, we're going to head to the kitchen. Let's go see what's up. I walk into the kitchen to find Joseph holding Christy in one arm. She seems a lot calmer than she was a minute ago. I raise an eyebrow at Joseph. The twins are a lot more manageable when they're separated. Where's Christian?
Oh.
He ran off. Christy dips a spoon into the brownie batter and gives it a taste. Dad, it's too sweet.
Oh.
You're too sweet. No, I'm not.
Oh.
You're so sweet we might have to water you down with spiders. No, not spiders. Joseph begins tickling Christy with his free hand. Between the laughing and squirming, I don't know how he's got a hold of her, but that girl is locked in place. The man is a professional child wrangler. Not spiders. Christy fixes me with her best puppy dog eyes. Save me from the spiders. Spoon Jewel the Spider King. I grab a wooden spoon and point it at Joseph's direction. Unhand her, foul beast. Okay, Alfie the Valiant, let's see what you've got. You may have defeated me in Tarantula Ridge, but now I have the upper hand. Spiders! Joseph gently puts Christy down behind her. Have you come to squash me, knight, or have you merely fallen into my web? I'm no mere fly, Spider King. Now on guard! For a minute or so, Joseph and I mock duel with the two dumbest-looking spoons in the room. Eventually, I strike a killing blow in the invisible heart between his arm and his body. Joseph recoils in horror. Blast! I am defeated. You could never best me, Spider King. I have the power of... I think a taste from the brownie batter. The magic. Oh, man. That is way too sweet.
Yeah.
Christy begins jumping up and down excitedly. My hero. Christy hugs my leg before making a surprisingly fast exit.
Aye.
Hey, wait. Do you want to bake brownies with us? Christy hesitates, then shakes her head no again. Sparkle Pony. Sparkle Pony? Joseph looks confused. You don't want to bake with Dad now. You want to play with Sparkle Pony. Yes. Okay, go. Oh, before Joseph can even finish his sentence, Christy's out the door and down the hall. Ahead. Joseph sighs deeply as he stares into the chocolate batter. He tastes it again. Face twisting. The matching color outfits are a no for you. That's super fair. That also means good forearms, and that's your weakness. I love that particular part of the arm. You're like, the rest, I could take a leave. Forearms, though, that's what I'm into. And that is still way too sweet. So, what made that crash?
Oh.
Egg beaters on linoleum floor.
Oh.
It's my new techno single. Still haven't thought of a B-side. Now we're both looking into the batter. It's got a sickly sheen of sugar and chocolate candies throughout. I have a feeling Christy had something to do with it.
Ew.
Would you ever say something is too savory for you? Sweet and savory of flavors I can do. Sour and spicy are no-goes. I think things can be too salty for me. But I think, yeah, if it's sweet enough that your teeth ache, like that can be too sweet. Or too sour. This guy's the worst. You don't like him either, Bort? Oh, yeah, like I said, I'm not really a baker, but don't even sweat it. The bag came with instructions that mysteriously vanished along with my daughter, so we'll probably be fine. Probably. Yeah, probably. He certainly looks confident. All right, Alfie, you've baked a cake from a box before, once. How hard could this be? Now, grab a spoon and get ready to rock. Mario Batali, save me. Joseph and I set to work, cracking the eggs, mixing the things, and then pouring the things according to how we assumed the back of the box would tell us to. Things go according to plan, and soon enough we have a solid batch of brownies.
Oh.
Phew. Wait. Joseph has a little dot of batter on his nose. Wow, Alfie, way to use those dad skills. I bet you baked a few box mixes in your time. His nose. Joseph.
Oh.
All we have to do is bring these to the bake sale and voila, duty done. Now, help me find Christy. Keep your eye out for a pony that sparkles. Joseph, hold still. What? Thumb in position and got it.
Yeah.
Joseph's eyes go wide as I gently wipe the chocolate off his nose. Is he blushing?
Oh.
Oh, thanks. You read that as sweat? Too sweet. Too sweat. I thought my teeth ceased to hurt. You do like sugar, though. Oh, thanks. No problem. In less than a second, I've licked the batter off my finger. It's really good batter. We should find Christy. That was a little sexual tension moment there, I think. Yes, we should do that, Alfie. Joseph quickly composes himself. This guy's the worst. You agree as well? But it's a little sexy moment. We just licked batter off his nose. I mean, not directly off his nose, but, you know. All right, she can't be that far. You take the delta position and I'll watch your 6. Do you even know what that means?
Yeah.
Alpha Tango Sparkle, Roger. Even though you're disgusted in Joseph, you think it's sexy? Yeah. You think he's the best, let's ruin him. Sass I just want to see a beautiful thing crumble. Take the brownies and the rest of the stuff I baked earlier today while I get Christy. We'll meet out by the car.
Yeah.
Bob, stop it. That's awful. Get out of here, you psychopath. Joseph, Christy, and I arrive at the church parking lot to find a fold-out tape. You've watched too many horror movies, Bob. And pop-up tents already set up. Looks like the bake sale is already in full swing.
Oh.
Wow, this place is packed. Is this packed? There are a few people milling about. Must be a value pack. Burn his wardrobe? If you can count a city's population on your fingers and toes, this counts as packed. Point. Christy rockets out of the car and into the lot. Is she running on jet fuel? No, it's just sugar, I think. I want to sell brownies.
Oh.
Okay, let's get this set up. I want to see Mom.
Yeah.
She's down by the other row of tables helping out with another group. Want to go over there and tell her I said hi? Mom! Christy zips off immediately. Joseph seems unconcerned. Does she always run that fast?
Whoa.
Yes, and I can only catch her half the time. These knees aren't what they used to be. He could use a little more black in his wardrobe. That's true. I agree with that. I do not really like the over-the-shoulder and then tied-up sweater look. I don't love that. That's amazing, Bort. Yep, great age to deal with.
Oh, yeah.
While Christy's gone, Joseph and I arrange all of our baked goods on the table and settle in. So, are we allowed to eat our own goods? Look, if I don't see nothing, I don't say nothing. The man upstairs has strong feelings about snitches. Does he actually?
Oh.
Joseph shrugs. He eats a brownie. It looks like some of the other stalls are selling drinks, little handmade crafts, and other sweets. Whoa, someone brought a soft serve ice cream machine. I gesture to it. How are we supposed to compete with that?
Oh.
Please, this is my first time to the rodeo. The bake sale rodeo.
Ah.
There's actually no rodeo here. It's just a bake sale.
Oh.
I think you and I put together can make one pretty convincing argument for these brownies, don't you? Sneak another brownie to ease your fear of public interaction.
Ugh.
I reach for another brownie to eat my worries away. Joseph smacks my hand before I can grab it. That's fair. Bought because he's a massive shit turd. Oh, fair bought. That's fair. The ABC projects that opposition leader Peter Dutton has lost his seat in Parliament, with just under a third of the vote counted. Labor is ahead in first preference, and Independent has just over 30% of the vote. This has been a substantial swing towards Labor. Wowzers. That's amazing. Next member for Dixon. Dick. Crazy. Huge swings. Now, speaking of swings, maybe Joseph and Mary are swingers. Let's find out. He smacks my hand before I can grab it. Focus, Alfie. Oh, he didn't like that. He didn't like that we reached for another brownie. He didn't like it. It's not long before we have our first customers. Hey, dude. Hiya. Matt, come and see ya. It's great to see you guys out here.
Hey.
Happy to support a good cause. Plus, as the owner and proprietor of a Coffee Spoon, an establishment that specializes in baked goods, I have to scope out the competition. First Prime Minister to win back-to-back? No. Not ever. But in a long while, I think. Fresh, clean taint, and the fascist thugs beaten so badly he left him about his 23 houses. Yeah. Sexiest Saturday ever. Joseph leans close to me. This guy knows his stuff. Stay on your toes. So, what recipe did you use for these brownies? Don't say you used the box recipe. Don't say you used the box recipe. We improvised. I just let the baking spirit move through me, A little bit of flour here, a pinch of salt there. Sort of like an interpretive dance, but with cooking. Interpretive cooking, yes. You can never make the same thing twice. Every batch is special. There will never be another batch of brownies with the exact flavor sensation these have right here.
Oh.
Better have safe words? Oh no. It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, Matt. All right. Well, we'll take 2. Actually, we'll take 3. I ring them up and high-five Joseph as our happy customers walk out. See, not so hard. Yeah, I'm hot off the good feelings from the last sale. Who's next? We sell brownies to a bunch of people I don't recognize, but who clearly know Joseph. Eventually, another familiar face pops up. Alfie. It's Brian. Brian's here for a brownie.
Hey.
Close enough. Can we interest you two in any of our fine sweets and treats?
Hey.
You sure can. I'll bet I could eat 10 brownies. Must resist urge to be competitive. I bet I could eat 11 brownies. They used to call me Brian Hollow Legs Harding back when I was in the competitive circuit. Think you could go brownie for brownie with me? 12 brownies. Let's save threats of competitive eating for another time, shall we? Joseph didn't like that, but Brian did. I just want to jiggle him. You just want to jiggle him? That's wild, Bob. I just want to jiggle him and scratch his beard. He was an ass. I bet he... Bob's just getting loose in chat. Brian and I stare each other down. You're right. I'll just take one for myself and one for Daisy here. Coming right up. You excited for youth group night, movie night, Daisy? Yeah. What's the movie? It's a surprise. Joseph leans over to me. It's The Fast and the Furious. Really?
Yeah.
If you think about it, there are some heavy religious undertones. Joseph hands a baggie to Daisy. I made sure to give you guys the edges. Clearly the superior part of the brownie topography. Thanks, Joseph. Our 2 customers walk off with their purchases. Joseph and I survey our stock. These are selling pretty hot. At this rate, we'll have enough money to pay for a new paint job on the church pews in no time. You see a bit of fun competition. He is a bit of an ass, though, Bob. Come on. It's not fun competition. Like, he's competitive about everything. Wait, what happened to the pews? Ernest spray painted his rapper alias on them. Young Steinbeck. I would have gone for young man of the sea, but I can respect that.
Yeah.
This was some funny literature jokes, guys. Y'all are insane. Speaking of ministerial terms, Ernest is hard to reach. In father terms, Ernest is kind of a turd. Being a cool youth minister seems like a lot of work. It is, but it's worth it.
Oh.
Although, sometimes I wish... Never mind. What? No, what? It's kind of silly, but... Does he want to be a performer?
Oh.
Go lounge around on a beach somewhere. Oh, okay, he wants to go... Do you ever wish you could just drop everything and go lounge around on a beach somewhere in the tropics, drinking fruity blended beverages, fall asleep on a hammock, basically live out a Jimmy Buffett song? Joseph, I think about this every single day of my life. My dream is to live in Margaritaville. One day, my friend, one day we'll be on island time. We make a couple more sales to some more church patrons. Everything seems to be going smoothly. Off in the distance, I spot my old buddy, Craig.
Oh.
Craig!
Yeah.
He's going to be a hard sell. Craig's a fitness man. I think he comes to these bake sales to test himself, to see if he has the resolve to refuse processed sugar. Bet his shoe size is 13. Oh my. Is that your thing, Bob? You like a size 13 on a guy? Are you sure you're ready for this? We go way back. I got this. Craig jogs up to our table with Briar and Hazel in tow. They're each finishing an ice cream cone, so it's unlikely we're going to sell them brownies too. Probably won't be able to sell to the baby. She's impossible to read. It all comes down to Craig.
Oh.
Hey, bros. Hi, Uncle Joseph. Oh, that's the kid. Hi, Uncle Joseph. Hi, Amanda's dad. Would you be interested in one of our delicious homemade brownies? I don't know. You can't spell diet without die. Tempt him, or remember that one time. Tempt him. You know, Craig, if you really wanted to, you could hit a couple of these stalls and craft yourself a brownie sundae. Get some soft serve, a brownie from your good friend Alfie. I think there's a table down there that's selling freshly baked cookies hot out of the oven. Treat yourself. You deserve it.
Nice.
That's a tempting offer, Alfie, but I got some chia mango pud at home that I'm actually pretty excited about. I'm going to have to pass. Suit yourself. Damn it. Damn it. The day winds down and we're pretty much out of items to sell. Everyone starts packing up. Christy eventually comes back and immediately falls asleep in Joseph's folding chair. Boxed mix, huh?
Come on.
Mary saunters up to us. She looks like she'd rather be anywhere else than here. Oh, Mary. Oh, hi, honey. Yep, they're selling like hotcakes, which is actually, they're just brownies. What? They're selling like hotcakes, which is actually, they're just brownies. Confusing. Cute. And boring and safe. Hey, Mary. Mary's eyes dart over to me. What's the rookie doing here? Oh, I was just hoping to introduce Alfie to the rest of the community. Uh-huh. You got a load of this freak show? What? Weird folk. It's all holier than thou types. Don't you think, Alfie?
Oh.
Mary.
Come on.
Let the kid answer the question. Shove a brownie in your mouth so you can't talk. They seem nice. There's a limit to how much banter is fun. There's never a real conversation with Brian. It's all competition and jabbing. Some jabbing. Maybe that's what Bob likes. He likes a little verbal jab. Some sparring. I grab the closest brownie and shove it in my mouth and then point to my mouth as a universal sign for can't talk, mouth is full. Quick thinking, Alfie. Joseph didn't like that either. Joseph doesn't like how we're vibing. This one's a keeper, huh?
Yeah.
Mary, can we talk about this later? Oh, am I embarrassing you in front of your new friend? Is any of this a real conversation, though? It's a pretty quippy game. That's true, Bob. Joseph doesn't respond, trying his hardest to keep his cool. Can we please talk about this later?
Oh my God.
Sure thing, honey bear.
Hey.
Mary turns her attention to me. Hand over the cash. Jesus, I'm not trying to rob you. I'm in charge of the funds here. I hand over the cash we've made. It feels like a hefty wad, if I may say so myself. You get to know him more if you keep dating, and he's a sweetie. And you like the sweets. That's true, Bob. You do love the sweeties. Sweet rolls. Now give me your wallet. What? Give me
Hmm.
your wallet. You think this church is gonna fix itself?
Hmm.
Mary, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'll work on the whole pretending to be happy thing. Mary leans in and whispers to me,
Hmm.
he's really good at it. Wow. Get the threesome achievement? What? There's a threesome achievement? Mary walks off without saying goodbye. Yeesh. I'm really sorry about that. You okay? She really likes pushing your buttons, huh? Joseph shrugs. No marriage is perfect.
Oh.
You ready to head out? Joseph and I load the folding tables back into my car. Christy nods off at the moment Joseph straps her into the car seat.
Aye.
I drop Joseph off in front of his house. A small yawn sneaks out of me.
Ah.
Looks like I tuckered you out, huh? I'm a sleepy dad. I think I might finally be crashing from all the sugar. I won't keep you up then. Thanks for helping out today. Happy to do it. Also happy to eat brownies. Well, next time I promise we'll do something a bit more exciting and a bit less free labor. And I'm very sorry about the whole thing with Mary. You shouldn't have had to see that. It's fine, really.
Yeah.
I know, but first hang out. Domestic problems aren't a good look. You barely know me.
Hey.
Let me make it up to you next time. It won't be Margaritaville, but we'll do something fun. Promise. I smile. I'd like that.
Aye.
Oh, and one last thing. Joseph tosses a cling-wrapped brownie through the window. It hits me in the face, but I'm able to catch it.
Yeah.
It's the last one. You earned it. Joseph, please don't leave me alone with this brownie. Nope, too late. I'm already walking away. But, bye! I've dated all of them through to the end, and much like the ending of the Pigeon game where you chose the emo character and got a sad ending, there are some characters here that don't have satisfying endings. I don't want to prescribe it, but I do want to guide away from disappointment. That's fair, Bob. That's fair. Because, yeah, Pigeon game ending was a little sad. Joseph walks up to his home. He waves at me before carrying Christy inside. Well, looks like it's just you and me, Brownie. Eat the brownie now. I force the brownie down my gullet, knowing full well that this will be my undoing. I will feel this later. I step inside and find Amanda doing homework on the couch. Hey, father unit. Hi, child that I'm required by law to care for. How's homework? It's really fun and educational. Really?
Yeah.
How long have you known me for? Right. How was the bake sale? Good. I think I really could have made a good life for myself as a brownie salesman. Maybe I'm just competitive like Brian. I want to win. I just want to win the game with multiple endings where there's no real winning and it's just about the journey. So what? Were there any extra brownies? Or did you maybe sneak one? Or, oh no, I ate it. Sorry, kiddo, no dice. I feel immediate shame for scarfing that last brownie. Actually, I don't know if it's shame or just nausea from all the brownies, but it could be both. That's okay. Hey, if you're not going to bed anytime soon, would you be game for some real shark hunters of Orange County? I thought the last hunter got eaten by a shark. He did. I sit down next to it and cozy up with a blanket. Awesome. Okay, at that point, it's probably time. Date complete. I don't think we did good. I don't think we did good. B.
Fun time.
B. Not a great date.
Welcome.
Okay.
You've got dads.
You've got dads. This is funny because I've barely begun counting for WA. Yeah, we only just closed polls an hour and 20 minutes ago. B for bum. He's a bum. WA was 1/3 counted, but it was so significant overall they called it. Oh no. Okay. We're having another bean. We're moving on to another bean. Thanks to the amazing board. All right, let's... Properties. Bean 3. We've had 2 bad beans. I voted today. Today. Okay, here we go. All right, it's another bean. And this one, suckers, it's blue. It's a blue one. Now we know the blue ones aren't that bad because They are either berry blue or toothpaste, and the toothpaste isn't that bad. So, do you think it's going to be a good bean or a bad bean? Let me know in the chat. Good bean or bad bean? Do you think it's berry blue or toothpaste? What do you think it's going to be, chat? Now's your chance to vote again. If you haven't had enough voting recently with the state election and then the federal election. You reckon bad bean, good bean, rigged? Thanks, Bob. Yeah, it's a big F for me. All right, let's find out together. If it's a good bean or a bad bean, berry blue or toothpaste in 3, 2, 1. Third bean of the stream. It's berry blue. It's pretty good. Let's go. That's a good bean. So 2 bad, 1 good here on the stream. Let's get back to the game. Okay. So Craig, Matt, Brian, Robert, Damien, Hugo, Joseph. We've had a subpar date with Joseph. Should we try Brian again? Or should we try Matt? Or Craig? Damien? Go Vamp? Damien Blood March. How do you do? I have finally decided to join this information superhighway. I'm not entirely sure how this works, but I will try my best to understand. I love long strolls through graveyards and spending time with my son. If you would ever like to chat about the latest in Victorian fashion, the inevitability of our own demise, or black cats, please send me a letter. On a Friday night, you are most likely to listen to true crime podcasts while I taxidermy my newest specimens. I haven't read the messages yet, no. In the top right corner? I haven't, no. He likes foreign art house horror movies. That's why you like him, isn't it, Bob? We got a message from... Oh, we do have a message from Matt. Hey, Alfie, what are your feelings about poker? Beyond hardly knowing her. Ha! 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 This game's in my head. Poker? I hardly know her. Don't you crickets that. That's a classic. That's a freaking classic. Poker, I hardly know her. There it is. Boo. Well, good talk. Wait, I actually like poker. I just saw the joke and I had to take the shot. Please, Matt, I'm a dad. I'm contractually obligated. No, I get that. Anyway, we've been playing poker weekly games, weekly poker games, and I figured I should send an invite your way. Sounds great. Love losing money. Cool, dudes. See you soon. Lose that money. Oh, we're going on the date now. Okay, we're going to go play poker. So we're not going on a date with Damien. We're going to go play poker. Matt invited me to a poker night at Joseph's house. I put on my going out coat and walk over. Across the way, I spot Matt, who's walking over from his own house. He's got a case of beer under his arm. Crap, I should have brought something. Hey, man. Crap, I should have brought something. Haha, no worries, man. It's your first time. Just bring a full wallet. How long have you guys been at this for? Years, buddy. Just a nice way to keep in touch with the guys. It's never really high stakes. We pass through the fence enclosing Joseph's backyard. Craig, Brian, and Joseph hover around the patio, drinking beer, chatting. Robert sits in the corner, brooding as usual. Alfie, glad you could make it.
Oh.
So am I. I'm psyched to take all your money. Just like old times. Craig's the resident shark. We prefer the term person who's good at poker. I'm well aware Craig's always been suspiciously good at poker.
Mm-hmm.
Are you still as terrible as you were in college? Poker face. Hey, I wasn't terrible. I'm not bad at poker. I'm definitely good at poker.
Mm.
Everyone stares at me. Okay, maybe that was a little defensive. Okay, I'm bad at poker.
Oh.
There's no way you're as bad as Joseph. Joseph shrugs.
Yeah.
This is basically my tithing. I'm giving back to the community. Plus, I'm happy to just sit here and eat all of Brian's snacks.
Yeah.
Guess we brought pigs in a blanket. Not Craig. Hey, my chia seed and granola energy balls are just as delicious. Anyone want to try my balls? I'm currently terrible in college. You're terrible in college? At poker? Everybody laughs. Let's just get the game going.
Nice.
We all take a seat at the table and Matt starts dealing cards. The first couple of rounds go by easily as I'm getting the hang of things, but it's obvious that Craig is running the show here. Craig, how did you get so good at this? It's pretty easy. You just start getting a feel for everybody's tell. Like, Matt will scratch his ear.
Oh.
Hey, Brian adjusts his pants when he's trying to lie.
Oh, sure.
Now, wait a second. And I think you just loudly announce to the whole room when you have a good hand. Yeah, that's me.
Oh.
What's Joseph's tell? Everything, literally everything. The man is an open book. He couldn't lie if he tried. You'll adjust Ryan's pants? How would you adjust them, Bob? What do you mean by that? Well, at least I have God on my side.
Oh.
See, you can't even say that with a straight face. What about Robert? Honestly, the man's an enigma. Robert raises his glass of whiskey at us in a solemn salute. I think he'd wipe the floor with us if he actually tried. I'm just here because I enjoy the company.
Hey.
Robert pulls out his phone and stares at it.
Hey.
Robert, is that a flip phone? Yeah. What? Are you a drug dealer now?
Hey.
Yeah. What do you need? Horse speed Tijuana journeys. I can get you the street stuff easy, but if you're looking for something exotic or designer, that's maybe 72 hours and a favor called. Maybe I don't need you today. Maybe I won't need you tomorrow, but someday. Oh, I don't really. Look, I think I'm good. Right.
Oh.
But still, if you got the coin, I got the goods. I dropped my phone in the toilet, and this is a backup until I can get it replaced under warranty. Everyone murmurs their sympathies. We've all been there. We go back to playing. I really gotta stop eating these pigs in a blanket.
Hey kids, want to see a dead body?
Ah!
Stop screaming!
Ah! With your mouth? Beautiful. Hi, Ages.
Hey kids, want to see a dead body?
I love that. I love that audio. I'm glad you requested that for your VIP redeem. It's very fun. I really gotta stop eating these pigs in a blanket. Pigs in blankets? I don't know. But they're very good. I think there might be cheese in them.
Hey kids.
What's going on, Aegis? You well? Oof, I don't know if I got enough to raise you on this round. You can always bet your firstborn.
Dude.
If you think you can handle another one, be my guest. Briar and Hazel are a handful to say the least. Buddy, you think 3 kids is a handful? Try 4. I'm operating at 100% dad capacity at all times. Actually, it's technically 5. Christine saw a commercial for one of those dolls that poop and wouldn't stop asking for it. So we ended up getting it for her her birthday, but she's so grossed out by the fake baby poop that she makes me change its diapers. So now I'm changing the real baby and the fake baby.
Oh.
There's just a lot of poop in my household right now. Daisy got one of those a while back. One night I walking on her after she tried to take the doll apart to see how the poop mechanism worked, but she couldn't put it back together. Started crying. Poop everywhere. Doing all right? Chilling? Gotta head to bed soon? Last day of work for the week tomorrow. Oh man, I hope it flies by, Aegis. I hope it flies by. Always nice to reach the end of the working week. Fake poop, but still. That reminds me of... Wait, do we all have poop doll stories? Everyone nods in agreement.
Oh.
Guys, I really don't need any more poop in my life than there already is. Can we just get back to playing poker and not talk about poop? Matt deals another hand and we quickly forget about the poop. We ran out of pigs in blankets, so we switch over to Craig's healthy snack food. It actually isn't terrible. These kale chips are phenomenal. We should sell these at the coffee shop.
Oh.
It's my own recipe. I'd be happy to give it to you guys.
Oh.
I can see it now. Pierce the kale. Chips. That's funny. Oh, hey, I got a sub. You got a sub! You did get a sub, Aegis. I don't know who did that. It must have been a while back. Who's looking after all their kids? The babysitters in this cul-de-sac must be making an absolute killing.
Hey, dude.
Pierce the Veil is a popular post-hardcore screamo band out of San Diego.
Well,
We all look at Matt, confused.
Hey.
It's maybe not any of your wheelhouses.
ah.
How's the shop nowadays?
Hey, yeah.
Busy as ever. I'm toying with the idea of hiring on another person to work the counter, but I haven't found a good candidate.
Hey.
If Amanda's looking for a summer gig, let me know. That's really nice of you, but I think she's been burned too badly by coffee shops before. Literally, not figuratively.
Oh.
Matt cocks his head to the side. I'll ask her, though. We get down to the final hand of the night, and it's Craig in the lead by a landslide. Joseph has long since lost all of his chips and has taken to tidying up, refusing any help from the rest of us. Brian deals us all cards.
Oh.
So what's it going to take for Robert to give a damn on this round? Robert looks up from his half-empty glass of whiskey. Do you really want to unleash the beast? Tripitaka? That is classic Tripitaka. Well, now I'm curious. I got a long history of being a gambling man, but I'll only do it if you make it interesting. None of this penny chip nonsense. I got a Lily's 18-year single blend sitting in my closet right now. Was saving it for when River turns 21, but I'm willing to put it up as collateral.
Oh.
Now you're talking my language. He throws the keys to his truck on the table. She's seen better days, but she can still pull a tree trunk out of the ground. Nope. Myself and everyone else at the table immediately folds. Deal the cards, Bry Guy. Are you sure you wanna... You heard the man. Deal. Oh, they are playing high stakes poker right now. Brian deals the next round of cards. Craig stares daggers at Robert, who casually sips his whiskey. So I know what you might be thinking. Robert put up his old workhorse up for grabs. His only mode of transportation. At times in his life, his only home. How could he be so sure of his abilities in gambling? I'll tell you right now, Craig. I wasn't always like this. I was a lot like you. Smart, talented, cocksure of my own luck. Great biceps. But it didn't last long, though. I lost everything in a game of Pai Gao in the back room of a Shenzhen tea house on what I thought was a 3-day business trip. Everything gone. Clothes, money, identification, you name it. I woke up in a ditch near Jiaizhou Park and had to make my new life new from there. Took me 3 years to beg, borrow, and steal my way back to American soil. And in those 3 years, I saw the greatest depths of human fear. Loved deeper than I ever had, and lost it all many times over. I see my own death, Craig. I know how I die. It's not like this. So let's make this more interesting. Robert produces the deed to his house from his jacket and tosses it on the table.
Hey.
All I have, and all I am. Are you prepared to go the distance?
Oh.
Craig wipes his sweat from his brow. He studies Robert's face intently, searching for any sort of tell that he can find. Robert casually sips his whiskey again. He's bluffing. He's bluffing like shit. I fold.
Hey.
Everyone erupts.
Oh.
Fine, the whiskey's yours. And that's why you don't dance with the devil. So what was it? Were you bluffing or did you have the cards? That's for me to take to my grave, fellas. Next week, boys.
Hey.
Next week.
Hey.
You got it.
Bro.
I'll be there. Sure thing. This has been very relaxing, and I sincerely doubt I will wake up in a cold sweat thinking about it tonight.
Ah.
Keep working on that poker face, Alfie. We all say our goodbyes and head our separate ways. That was fun. That was cute. Little poker time.
got dads.
Okay, we were gonna go for a date with Damien, I think. Let's message Damien and see. See what Damien's up to. Damien seemed really interesting. A little odd, but interesting. I think I should hang out with him and get to know him a little better. I navigate to Damien's dad book page and type in a message. Hey dude, you seem cool. We should hang out sometime? I sit there for a minute before I see Damien's typing. But then he keeps typing and typing. Man, is this guy writing a novel? I leave the computer to make some coffee, and he's still typing. I sip my coffee and the computer finally dings. Alfie, I must confess my excitement to be receiving your kind letter, for as you see, I do find myself available to enjoy your company. I must ask of your forgiveness, however, as I believe our first meeting did not paint me in as gentlemanly a manner as I would have liked. Oh wait, there's more. I would be highly flattered to enjoy your companionship at my residence for an afternoon tea and a stroll around my garden, should it please you. Till then, adieu. Yours humbled, D. Blood March. I stare at the screen and reread the letter several more times. Hey, Amanda, can you help me with something?
Ugh.
Dad, for the last time, I'm not popping your back pimples. No. Can you interpret this for me?
Oh.
I turn the computer to Amanda and she squints at Damien's message. I just don't understand NetSpeak. Like, is this how you kids communicate with each other now? Oh, totally. This is the hot new thing. See, Dad? Kids got over saying lol and lamau or whatever and decided that what they needed to do was bring back the 1800s. So what do I do? Where's your pen and quill? What? Did you forget to unpack the pen and quill? Dad, how will we address the nobleman in regards to your upcoming debutante ball? Okay, now I know you're messing with me. Father, without a proper chaperone, you'll never end up with a suitor worthy of our land. Or our dowry. Or... So you read Pride and Prejudice for school one time and now you're reciting things you know about it back to me, aren't you? Like the first 5 pages. Then I read a review of the movie. Still got a B though. Great. So what do I say to Damien? I got this. Amanda reaches over to me and types on the keyboard. Sure thing, dude. Regards. Alfie. Amanda hits send and smiles at me. Nailed it. Well, I suppose that's that. Okay. Before we go on further on the date, let's have another beanaroo because we have to get through them, and we are only at bean 4. Bean 4 of 10. Let's go. All right, next bean. This is number 4. We've had 2 bad beans. We're about to have another bean. Oh, and it's... Okay, this is one of the new flavors. This could either be licorice or burnt rubber. Licorice or burnt rubber. Those are your options. Licorice or burnt rubber. Ooh, do you think it's going to be licorice or burnt rubber? Good bean or bad bean? Let's find out together. Bean number 4 of 10. We're going to do it right now in 3, 2, 1. Good bean, bad bean. Oh God. It does taste like burnt rubber. Oh God, that's a bad bean. That's a bad bean. Oh, it's like smoky. It's like smoky and burny and it's up in my nostrils. Gross. Oh, I do not like that at all. Blech. Okay, that's number 4. Holy smokes. Okay, I make the short walk over to Damien's house. Well, I guess you can't really call it a house. It's more of a manor. Estate. The Gothic architecture looms above the other homes in the cul-de-sac. I walk past a couple of gargoyles guarding the front door and look around for a doorbell. There doesn't seem to be one. I thought the doorbell was at the front of the house. We talked about this earlier in the stream. I pull the large, ornately carved bat's head door knocker, and a hollow sound echoes through the house as I strike it against the door. Maybe we're just looking for knockers. Maybe that's what we should have been looking for. Maybe knockers are what we're looking for. I wait several moments before the door slowly creaks open, and it's a little creepy, but I enter the home and take a few steps into the foyer, noting the oil portraits of who I assume are dead relatives hanging on the wall. As I'm admiring them, the front door slams shut behind me. I like his skull collection. That's cool. Hello? He does have a high tea set up here as well. Silence. An oil lamp in the corner flickers dimly, casting ominous shadows against the wall. Why do I feel like all the people in the paintings are staring straight at me? Why is it so cold in here? Where's Damien? You definitely enjoy a nice set of knockers? Hey, sometimes you've got to let people know you're at the door with 2 knockers, you know? Just to be doubly sure, Aegis. Alfie, pleasure to have you in my home. I look up and see Damien standing at the top of the majestic staircase with a walking candle holder. What's with the door slamming shut? Oh, sorry, there was a draft. And the door creaking open when I knocked? I accidentally left the door unlocked. And the creepy oil paintings. I like oil paintings. Right. 2 at the same time? Yeah, you got to do 2 at the same time. I mean, you can do one and then do the other one, Aegis, and then work them both at the same time. You know, there's lots of options if you have multiple knockers. Please let me show you around. Okay. Damien leads me around his house, showcasing his parlor, sitting room, auxiliary sitting room, and the parlor again for some reason. This is one of the older homes on the block, yes, but nowhere near as old as the architecture might suggest. Through extensive renovations, I have been able to craft a residence that is both historically accurate to the Victorian period and equipped with the amenities of any modern dwelling. Can't get enough of the knockers? We're just talking about door knockers, Luca. What are you talking about? Slap them around to make a rhythm? Yeah, just to let people know that you're here. Look, I feel like I've derailed this conversation somewhat. Hey, Luca! What's going on, baby? How you doing, man? I hope you're doing well. And happy past after your birthday. I hope your actual birthday was really good. I hope your birthday day was great. I saw your stories on Insta and it looked like you had a flippin' great time. We walked past a door covered in bumper stickers, caution tape, and a black parade poster. That's his son. Did they listen to My Chemical Romance in the Victorian era? That's my son's room. You know how the rebellious teenage years are. Onward, onward, there's more to see. I think we're heading in the right direction. It's true. We Gucci just wrapped up watching Doctor Who, but we're lurking here for a hot minute. Namaste. Thank you, friend. I love some Doctor Who, though. Pretty nice. Although I dropped off. I dropped off around Jodie Whittaker time. I didn't love the writing so much. We reach a door at the end of the hall that Damien opens with a flourish. And this is the library. Sunlight streams in from floor-to-ceiling arched windows. The walls are lined with packed bookshelves and even more books are scattered over the period-appropriate furniture. Damien is really, clearly very proud of this room. Pick up a book. You know, Alfie, in the Victorian era, there was some controversy surrounding reading. Many people thought that the more tawdry novels would encourage youths into a life of crime and would cause too much of a distraction from work and school. Honestly, it was the right time to drop off, but Def's picked back up with David Tennant came back for a couple of specials. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. David Tennant is my favorite of the Doctors. He was the one who pulled me back in. Like, I like Christopher Eccleston and I like Matt Smith. But David Tennant for me is my boy. You are most welcome for the birthday love. Well deserved. I'm glad you had a good time. I pull out a book at random and examine the worn cover. Opening it, I turn to a random page and read aloud. Naruto struggled against the chains that Sasuke had bound him with. Shirtless and out of breath, he looked up at Sasuke. Sasuke smirked, unbuttoning his ninja pants.
What?
Okay, I think that's enough. Damien snaps the book shut and puts it back on the shelf. He's reading some dirty manga, I think. Still saving up for the no pants redeem. What was it? 100 gifted subs? 100 gifted subs for no pants? That's a rare book from my private collection. Look out the window. I walk to the window and am greeted by a beautiful view of Damien's backyard. It showcases a beautiful view of the rest of the cul-de-sac. Hey, I can see Craig on his lawn. He's doing push-ups with his daughters on his back. Damn. He sees me and waves happily, doing push-ups with one hand now. Damn. Did you know that Victorians spent at least 20 hours a week gazing longingly out of full-length windows? Wait, really? No, but Victorians did appreciate telling a good joke. Look at the butterflies. I walk up to the glass display of pinned bugs on the wall. It's pretty impressive. Nice bugs. I pin them all myself. Maybe I could show you how sometime. I'm concerned I would stick the pin right through my finger. The pinner's gambit. Is that a thing? No. Please, will you join me for tea? Yeah, for sure. 100 gifted subs? That's too many subs. That's too many subs. One person can't even hope to handle 100 gifted subs. I follow Damien to his sitting room where finger foods have already been set out upon a beautiful tiered silver tray. I take a seat on one of the high-backed chairs and Damien pours and serves me some tea. I can't believe we're having a high tea. I never thought I'd get to do this. Damien smiles to himself. What? It's a common misconception that high tea refers to the wealth or class of the people enjoying it, when in fact the high refers to both the later time of day that the working class had to enjoy tea and the height of the tables on which they're served. Ah, my dear friend, we're currently enjoying afternoon tea. That's informative. Damien takes a seat next to me and serves me a tiny sandwich. Your home is really impressive. It seems like you really put a lot of work into this place. He loves his home. He loves the home. Apparently Decoy could. That's true, Luca. Decoy with the MVP gifts. He was crushing it. He just wanted to achieve that maid outfit, and he got there. And well done to you for committing on that, my friend. Well done to you for committing on that. Hopefully you managed to get out of it before your parents got home. Thank you. No one's ever complimented my home before. Hell, I can barely get matching salt and pepper shakers in my place, and look at what you've done. Kind of jealous. That's very generous of you to say. What got you so interested in goth stuff? Well, when I was a young boy, my father... Did he take you into the city? Sorry? Did you guys see a marching band? I'm afraid I don't understand. You serious? Of course. But it's... You know, the song. Amanda made me listen to it. Seriously? I'd love to see a marching band. Had to do the My Chemical Romance. Had to do the My Chemical Romance reference. Nevertheless, I've always had a love for art, history, and fashion. It started off as a small hobby of collecting taxidermied animals, grew into sort of an obsession. It's a privilege to be able to appreciate the lives of culture of those who came before us, I think. Then we got them little cakes. You got them princess cakes. Why not go all the way? I like not dying when I catch a cold. He takes a sip of tea. I can acknowledge that there were many very terrible things about the Victorian era, and to try to live that life that strictly aligns with those ideals would be admittedly horrid, but I think it takes a critical mind to truly appreciate something to the fullest, to be cognizant of its flaws and love it all the same. Tell me, Alfie, do you have any hobbies? Oh man, I do, but I don't know if I care about anything the way you care about this stuff. Well, I'd love to hear about your interests. Hearing someone talk about the things they're passionate about is intriguing and quite honestly rather attractive. Please, do tell me about your hobbies. That's exactly what you're saying about Brian. Love him, flaws and all. That is very sweet of you, Bob. Quick, sound sophisticated. I like watching soap making videos on the internet. Soap is an important advancement in modern society, getting rid of germs and stuff. I would say the people who make soap are the true heroes here. To watch them work is an honor. That's true. Luca actually has he's got a cool ginger beard. Cool ginge. I tried making some with Amanda once, and we both had to get to the doctor for rashes, which I guess goes to show that we should leave it to the professionals. We finish our tea in finger sandwiches. We finger sandwiches? Heyo. Oh, wait, the sandwiches are finger sandwiches. Never mind. Sorry. Come, I have one more thing to show you. Too late. How dare you? That wasn't terrible. It wasn't great, admittedly. Damien takes me around the back of his home. Now I have the hair to match the beard. You got the color lifted on Tuesday? Let's go! That's exciting, dude. Damien takes me around the back of his home where a variety of flowers flourish in beautifully landscaped rows. A small stone path weaves through it and butterflies flit lazily through the air. My garden. It's beautiful. Thank you. Victorians took flowers and floral arrangements very seriously. You see, it was considered uncouth to discuss personal and romantic relationships in public, so lovers and friends alike would use bouquets to send secret messages to each other. Each flower and plant is symbolic of different feelings. Do you do that much, Luca? Do you get the color lifted, or is this a thing you did specially for your birthday?
Huh.
Even more interesting is that one flower could mean different things depending on the other plants it was paired with. One had to be extremely careful, as even the style in which the ribbon was tied around the bouquet affected the message. Damien leans down and plucks a gorgeous bright orange flower off of a vine. Lilium bulbiferum, the orange lily. What do you think this one means? My loins are ablaze. Thou art the tightest. 3 cheers for sweet revenge. My loins are ablaze. Is that the right one?
Oh.
The orange lily is actually symbolic of pure hatred. Well, and that's precisely why floral arrangement is so challenging. Floral arrangement. It was a birthday thing. Wanted to get a haircut and been playing with the idea for a while. Hair kitted. That's really cool. I'll keep an eye on the Insta to see if I can see some photos. What's your favorite type of flower? I like snapdragons. Honeysuckle? I do like honeysuckle. Let's say honeysuckle. They smell really good. And then you can eat the tiniest little drop of nectar when you pull the stem off. I'll have to remember that when I put together a bouquet for you. He would put together a bouquet for me. Nobody's ever given me a bouquet before. I followed Damien down the footpath and admired more of his beautiful flowers. Suddenly, a phone rings.
Huh.
Oh, Alfie, will you excuse me? I must take this. He pulls his cell phone out of his pocket. I'm a little surprised it's not a rotary phone. Go for it. Damien smiles and walks back to the house. I take a deep breath and enjoy the heavily perfumed air. What a lovely yard. This makes me wish I'd put a little more effort into that garden Amanda and I tried to start one time. Our watermelons grew to the size of cherry tomatoes and then immediately died. Oh, hey, a gargoyle. Oh no, I knocked over the gargoyle.
Fix that
Shit.
guard.
Fix that garg. Oh, God, okay. No. God damn it. That? Maybe that. Yep. We gotta fix the garg. We broke the garg.
Goal.
S plus legendary. Garg fixed. You got a week until Mother's Day? Yes. We still have a week, Bob. We still have a week. Phew. That was a close one. Uh-oh. Here comes Damien. He looks upset. Elfie, my sincerest apologies to have kept you waiting. There's an urgent matter I must attend to, so I'm afraid I must take my leave. No problem, dude. Everything all right? Damien worries the hem of his coat with his fingers and looks away. Everything is perfectly fine, but it's Lucien. What's wrong? He appears to have, well, his teacher needs me to come to the school post-haste. Do you need help? Oh, no, you don't have to. Let me come with you. Us dads got to stick together. You're right. This is one of Lucien's more elaborate stunts. I would greatly treasure having another parent by my side. Well, let's bloody go then. Damien and I walk into the school and immediately greeted by an anxious-looking Hugo. Hey, Damien, you're here in record time. I wouldn't miss it for the world, dear friend. Wow, whatever it is, it doesn't seem like this is Hugo and Damien's first time to the My Kids Are in Trouble rodeo.
Huh.
You don't like Hugo? Mantis? Mantis has a hit list, and there's not many people that she's into. But the boys she likes, she likes. I don't like his top knot, if I'm honest. I don't like his top knot, if I'm honest, Mantis. From a man who used to have... I did have a top knot for a little while. I would occasionally sport a top knot when I had longer hair. I heard someone mentions Mother's Day yesterday, and you also panicked. I think we still have a week here in Australia. I don't know what it's like in the Netherlands, though, Sass. Do we have it at the same time? Do we have our Mother's Day at similar times? What is it this time?
Oh.
This, Damien, you have to see to believe. What have they done? Damien and I fall into step behind Hugo, who leads us through the busy corridors of the school. We pass several classes in session, and I vaguely wonder if Amanda's around. Hugo eventually ushers us into a small boiler room with a flight of rickety stairs leading down into the darkness. Hugo is the one that named his kid after Hemingway. Yes. Yes. It's only Joseph you don't like? That's fair. But what about Hugo? You don't vibe Hugo, or you do vibe Hugo? I would have committed to forgetting, but how can I if I'm I've forgotten and I refuse to remember. Watch your step. I can hear faint voices drifting over the basement, and they don't sound happy. As I'm led into the depths of the school, I recall the antics I got into as an angsty middle schooler. At least I had enough sense to stay out of the creepy basements. We find another teacher in a boiler room tucked away in the back of the basement. With him are Lucian and Ernest, Hugo's son. Lucian has a bloody nose. Thanks for coming. I can't make heads or tails of this. I look around the scene of the crime and see a bunch of bricks and some masonry tools scattered around. What happened here? Ernest punched me. Lucian tried to kill me. The room falls silent. I was not trying to kill you, dumbass. I was just trying to build a brick wall around you to see what would happen. You promised me there was wine down here. You tricked me. Whoa. Wait a second. Lucian, did you try to... Cask of Amontillado, Ernest? I'm neither confirming nor denying that. You want a bag of lollies, but you can't get out of the bed? Oh, no. That's the worst. Can you Uber some lollies? I turn to Damien and whisper to him, What's Cask of Amontillado? It's a classic Edgar Allan Poe short story where a man gets his enemy drunk, lures him down to his cellar with the promise of wine and a fine vintage, then buries him alive behind a brick wall. It's a lovely story. So, wait, Lucian, you tried to do that to him? I was curious to see how it would turn out. I wasn't actually going to leave him there. What was the thought process here? That Ernest was just going to sit still while you slowly built a tomb around him? Well, it worked for like 20 minutes because he's an idiot. But then he realized that I'd lied about the wine. And you were cackling maniacally. That's sort of tipped me off. Ernest, 20 minutes? Dad.
What?
It took you 20 minutes? Son, we just did an entire 2-week unit on the cask of Amontillado. It took you 20 minutes to realize Lucian was leading you into an elaborate ruse? Did you even read the story? I read the first 5 pages, then I read a review of the movie.
Huh?
It's only 5 pages long and there is no movie. Ha, yeah, you're right. I paid Lucian to read it for me. Actually, he didn't even have to pay me, so when you think about it, this was me teaching him a lesson. These kids are the worst. 20 minutes to get a Poe reference? Terrible. Damien and Hugo both have their head in their hands. You guys are always telling me to engage in the literature, and I did. I don't see a problem here. All right, I'm filing this under what the hell. Don't do whatever that was. Again, you two are both suspended for a week. Ernest and Lucian high five. The teacher starts to stomp up the stairs. Hugo, I'll cover your class. Take your son home. Mr. Bloodmarch, you too. Thank you for your mediation. We all head up the stairs and out of the school in tense silence. Lucian, Damien, and I all pile into my car and begin to drive home. Lucian immediately puts his hood up and stares out the window angrily. I'm not going to therapy again. I know, son. It's entirely up to you whether or not you want to go. But I care about you and I can see that you're struggling. So if you do decide that you would like to speak to a professional about your feelings, we can do that too. Because seeking help is super important. And if you think youth mental health is important, we're raising money for Batia! Which is a worthwhile cause. Type exclamation donate in chat like Bort has done. And you too can donate. Speaking of donations, a bit loud? Sorry, Sess, I got carried away. Speaking of donations, we still have a number of beans to eat. So I'm going to briefly cut away from this emotional moment. This momento. And we're going to have another bean. We're going to go up to 5. Halfway through are 10 beans. All right. We've had 3 bad beans, 1 good bean, and we're about to have a peach or barf. You were expecting baked beans? No, these are Bean Boozled beans. Some of them are good, some of them are bad, Ash. And this one could either taste like peach, delicious peach flavor, or it could taste like vomit. It could taste like barf. So let me know in chat if you think it's going to be a good bean or a bad bean. Peach, that's the emoji for butt. It's true. We're 2 for 2. No, we're 3. We're at number 5, Bort. So we've had 3 bad beans, One good bean. This is number 5. Okay. So let's see how we go. Yeah, we got a burnt rubber before Sass. The last bean we had was either licorice or burnt rubber, and we got burnt rubber. It was not good. It was not good at all. Okay. It was yucky. Okay. Because it was all smoky. It had like that smoky burnt rubber flavor. It was fucked. They're both bad options? Yeah, exactly. All right, so peach or barf, let's find out. I think that might have been while you were tainting. Yep. And then I said I like the smell of burnt rubber back on TikTok. Yes, you did. I don't think you like the bean, though. I don't think the bean would be nice, Sass. It wasn't licorice. I know. I would know. All right, peach or barf, let's find out. 3, 2, 1. Good bean or bad bean?
Big wins.
That's a big win. Bort, why did you do this? Why did you do this, Bort? What the fuck is wrong with you? Why'd you do this? Ugh! It's a bad bean. It was not peach. It was not peach, Mez. It was not peach. It was definitely barf. It could have been peach vomit. It could have been peach vomit. That's true. Anyway, that was number 5. Back to emo o'clock. What a hashtag blessed experience we're all having. Yeah. Maybe it was cinnamon. I don't know. Albo's out here doing an acknowledgement of country as victory speech. Cindy's being bullied into eating awful tasting candy. Just hashtag blessed. All right. Okay. That's fine. All right. Maybe you can spend this next week looking for a summer job. I know how much you want to own your own car. I can't believe Damien's keeping his cool. I'm impressed. Ugh. Fine. Thanks for not freaking out too hard. I love you, son. Lucy continues staring out the window. Love you too. Oh, that's cute. They love each other. I think he's doing some good dadding there. That's some good dadding. The moment we pull into the driveway, Lucian hops out of the car, slams the door, and runs inside. I didn't expect to have that conversation in front of you. He and I have a lot we need to work out. It's all right. And all things considered... Oh, God, that vomit flavor is still in my mouth. Lucian's bricklaying was pretty good, so there's your silver lining. There is that, yes. I really admire how you handled that. You're a lot more diplomatic with him than I would have been. I just want what's best for him, and I don't think yelling at him would do either of us any favors. It really does. You're a good dad. See you around soon. It would be my honor and my pleasure. Damien bows with a flourish. Classy. I like Damien. He seems chill for a weird Victorian vampire dude. He seems chill. I come home to find Amanda curled up on the couch with a blanket watching TV. I plop down next to her. Yo. What you watching? Tiny House Hunting Brothers Extreme Edition. I hate this show. The couple on screen bickers back and forth while standing in an extremely small house made out of recycled bottles. The Tiny House Hunting Brothers watch them with a bemused expression, both of their heads touching the low ceiling. I told you I wanted a 2-bed, 2-bath, shabby chic cottage. This house doesn't even have a bathroom.
But honey, the outhouse is only 20 yards away. It's not that bad.
I am not pooping outside, Greg. Why don't they just get a regular-sized house? I don't know. How afternoon tea go? It got strange. We had to go to the school to pick up Lucian since he lured Ernest down to the cellar with the promise of a fine vintage and then tried to brick him into the wall, right? How did you know that? Has everyone read that story except for me?
Yeah.
Lucian live streamed the entire thing. This entire day is beyond me. But otherwise, it was a fun day. That Damien guy's a character, but he's really good company and a surprisingly diplomatic dad. I dig his style. You know what? Me too. Regular sized house in this economy? I know. Day complete. How do we go? How do we go? With the Damien date. Points are tallied. A.
Simply marvelous.
Simply marvelous. All right, that's pretty good. We got a high darkness score. We got like middling Poe, pretty low basement. All right. I'll take it.
Welcome. You've got dads.
You've got dads. Oh, we got a message from Craig. Middling Poe. Hey, Craig. Hello, Amanda's dad. Hello, Amanda's dad. It's me, your friend Craig, who loves sports. I have nice and smart children who are good at computers. Ah, man, great to hear from you, buddy. What's up? I'm still strong. Strong. I am strong. Huh, don't I know it? Say, I've been reading up about whey protein. You use that at all? I figure it'd help me develop a bit more muscle. Yes, I know what that is. My children are having a tea party and they wanted to invite Amanda, but we can't find her on here. You're also invited. Physical invitation to follow. Cool, I'd love to come. I'll let Amanda know. Thank you, Amanda's dad. Uh-huh. That was definitely Craig and not Craig's kids. Definitely Craig. 100%. Coffee time. You know, dads love coffee. Gonna brew myself something black as midnight on a moonless night. I put on a fresh pot and work on a few word jumbles while I wait for it to brew. Hey, this one spells sorrow. Dad, ready for today? I'm ready for every day, sweetie. Gonna tackle it head on. No, are you ready for the thing that we're gonna do today? The thing that you promised you'd do? Honey, I already told you that I'm not gonna throw away my Tom Clancy novels. They're just stacked in the living room. I keep bumping into them and knocking them over and you don't even read them. Wait, no, that's not what I'm here about. The tea party, Dad? No, I don't remember that. Craig's kids? That hand-drawn invitation? Amanda walks over to the refrigerator and comes back with a hand-drawn invitation on a sheet of computer paper, inviting Amanda and Amanda's dad to a tea party. They spelled cordially wrong. Just put on some going outside pants and let's get going. Mums love coffee too. I think people love coffee. I think he's made it very gendered where everyone loves coffee. Well, not everyone. Bob doesn't like coffee. Yeah, I don't understand people's obsession with coffee. Just the smell of it triggers my gag reflex. I would say it's because I'm addicted, is why, Bob, if I'm honest. I can go outside in sweatpants. Nothing is stopping me. That's not what I've heard, Sass. Boom! Dad, I'll see you in a minute. Ooh, do we fuck authority? Maybe we should fuck authority. We could either put on going outside pants or fuck authority. I want to wear tracky pants. I think we wear trackies. I'm going full trackies, chat. I don't give a fuck. What did I say about the pants? I'm a rebel, sweetie. Whatever. I'm sure it'll be fine. It will not be fine. I just watched a whole play about coffee, and I couldn't get into it because I couldn't relate to the desire for coffee. Oh yeah, how was that? I'm going to go watch it this week, or maybe next week. Out of order, right? Hello, thank you for coming to our tea party. I do my best bow and present my daughter, who thanks them with a curtsy. This way, please. Briar and Hazel lead us to a small table with tiny chairs. Some are occupied by stuffed animals, and Matt and his daughter, Carmencita, are here too. Matt raises a comically small plastic teacup at me. Hey, dude. How's the tea?
Hey.
The imaginary tea is absolutely wonderful. It tastes a hint of lemongrass. Hello, Carmencita. Hello, Mr. Amanda's dad. Did you just wake up? No. Why? Those are inside pants. Amanda laughs. Please have a seat. I sit down between Amanda and Matt. I don't think I'm going to be able to get out of this chair.
Hey.
Hi, everyone.
Hey.
I turn to see Daisy and Brian into the backyard and take a seat next to us. Ah, Brian. G'day, mate.
Sorry we were late. Daisy made me put on my going outside pants.
Amanda punches me on the shoulder. See? Ah, so you approve of cargo shorts when they're on Brian, but not when they're on me. Dad, you're embarrassing me at the tea party. This is a high-class affair. But...
Oh.
Shh. It's about to start. Thank you all for taking the time out of your busy schedules for some high tea. Actually, it's a common misconception that high tea was appreciated by nobles. Dad, shut up. Now, if you'll all put on your designated tiaras, there are little tiaras sitting on everyone's plates. Well, except for Brian's. His is a softball helmet. Ah, we ran out of tiaras. I don't think this is going to fit me, but I appreciate the thought. Dad, you're royalty, please act like it. Brian tries to balance the ill-fitting softball helmet on top of his head, but it immediately tumbles off and into the bushes. I'll get that later. Hey everybody. Craig comes out with a teapot and a tray of sandwich cookies. What the heck is a sandwich cookie? What's a sandwich cookie? What? Dad, is the tea ready? Yeah, it's been steeping for a while now. Awesome. Would you girls like to serve your guests tea? No, thank you. We'd much appreciate our servants' help. A sandwich cookie is like an Oreo you make yourself. Ah, I don't think I've ever seen one of those. That's cool. Craig leans over to me. That's me. I love a girl, Dad. Me too. Craig places teacups in front of us all and a single sandwich cookie onto each of our plates. He pours some tea into my cup. Awfully fluorescent for tea. I clink my teacup with mats and take a sip. Fluorescent tea.
Hey.
Good lemonade. It's tea?
Hey.
Right, very good tea. I lean over to Amanda, who's happily enjoying her tea. So, what do we do at tea parties? We enjoy the splendors of upper-class society, Father. Like Brian and Craig. Like Craig and Brian. They're both, I mean, to be fair, they're both girls' dads. So, they both got that going for them, guys. They can both be cute girls' dads. Marvelous. So, the meeting of princesses has been called to order. Hear, hear. But I'm a warrior princess. I hunt and stuff, and I have like a really cool sword.
We got this.
Can I be a space princess? I'll allow it. And I'll be rockstar princess. I'm also space princess. Can there be more than one? Space is pretty big, don't you think? I changed my mind. I want to be a space princess too. Dad, what are you? Do I get to be a princess? Duh. Well, I guess that makes me... rude boy princess. If I drop my crown on the floor, I'll make sure to pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Because he's doing Scar, because he's a rude boy. Nice. I think I'll be landscaper and general contractor princess.
Hey.
Barista princess reporting for duty.
Bro.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. It's Scar, Bob. You wouldn't get it because it's cool Scar music. I don't think I get it either. Hey everybody, CrossFit Princess here. Not now, servant.
Oh.
If it weren't for the Princess Uprising, it would be you serving me. We sip tea for a little longer and then the girls run off to fight dinosaurs as space rockstar warrior princesses, I think. They grow up so fast. It was like yesterday that I was helping Amanda throw her own tea parties.
Nice.
Did she make you a servant too? You betcha. Carmencita made me actually brew tea for hers. Pitfalls of owning a coffee shop. Pitfall? Your custom blends are amazing. That hibiscus one you gave me a while back was choice.
Hey.
Aw, thanks.
It's really nice the girls are getting along.
Yeah, I'm really glad we moved into this community.
Hey.
We are too. Amanda's been a kind of role model for them, you know? I hadn't even realized, and I don't even know if Amanda does either, but I guess they're right. All the girls in the neighborhood look up to her. She seems to go out of her way to play with them. I'm so proud of her. You better not proud dad cry at this tea party, Alfie. I brought extra word jumbles if anyone wants to kill some time while the girls play. Oh, let's word jumble together, guys. The day rolls on and the girls all get tuckered out. Amanda spends the whole day playing with them and taking their pictures, promising that she'll send them the best ones later. We all clean up and help put away the tea sets and tables, then head out as Daisy and Carmen see to fall asleep on their dad's shoulders.
Oh.
Take care, guys. Thanks for coming. Bye, rude boy princess. I'm a rude boy. Come on, rude boy, let me take you up. You want dinner?
Ah.
I just completely disassociated then. Sorry, guys. My brain just stopped working. Nah, I filled up on cookies. Me too. I'm tired. Dude, same. Playing with a bunch of little kids who all simultaneously want your attention and approval is surprisingly exhausting. But in a good way, but also in a kind of scary way. How so? I feel like I got to be on my best behavior for them. I don't want to let them down. Is this because you still feel bad about dropping the F-bomb in front of your cousin that one time?
Hey.
I corrupted her, Dad. She secondhand smokes now. Well, those kids really look up to you. I'm glad they have you as a role model. Google results are confusing me even more. I think just look up rude boy, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Does that help? Shucks, Pops. I ruffle Amanda's hair. Guys, that was cute.
Welcome. You've got dads.
You've got dads! And now it's time for another bean because we've still got plenty of frickin' beans to go and we need to get them done. Okay. Bean 6. Bean 6! It's probably the name of the song that's been covered 1,000 times. It's berry blue or toothpaste. Guys, do you think it's a good bean or a bad bean? Berry blue or toothpaste? Berry blue or toothpaste? Berry blue is good. Toothpaste? Bad. What do you think it's going to be? I think it's the name of the song. Rude Boy? Let me have a look. It's not Rihanna. Maybe it's the song Rude Boy. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Maybe? I've got Gambler's Mark here. I don't know. I think it's Scar. I think it's a Scar reference. All right. Berry Blue toothpaste. We're going to find out in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Berry Blue. That's the only time we've got good beans. Okay, so that's 4 bad beans. 4 bad. 2 good. 4 bad, 2 good. 6 beans down. We're gonna do 2 for the price of 1. Let's go straight into another one. We're on a roll. I feel because we've had a good bean, we might get another good bean in a row. Let's try and find out. Oh. This one tried to leap to freedom. This is another brown one, another brown town. So it could be cappuccino or liver and onions. Could be cappuccino or liver and onions. What do you think it's going to be? Good bean or bad bean? We're going to find out in 3, 2, 1. Blah, 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 blah. That's cappuccino, friends. Let's go. I was right to keep on going. That's 2. So that means 4 bad beans, 3 good beans. 4 bad beans, 3 good beans. 3. Did I do 3? 3. Me no numbers good. Me no numbers good. Me brain work well. Okay. Damien was a good date. I feel like we need to date Brian again. I have a brain. Yeah, I just don't have a Brian. So we're going to message him. My face is covering the... There's no messages through. There's the one from Matt. There's no other potentials yet. So you're fine. Yeah, you're all good. Let's try Brian again. We're getting on a second date with Brian. We'll see what's up. We'll see if he's our dream daddy. Hey, Brian.
Hey, Daisy and I are going fishing tomorrow. You in or out?
I've been dreading this day. I accidentally boasted about my abilities of a fisherman and to Brian, now he's challenging me for another dad off. Okay. I have to accept. I'm back with you got some candy? Mantis, I'm very excited for you. What candy did you get? What lollies did you get? We type back to Brian. Sounds great, man. Super excited to catch all of those fish. Make sure your mower is in good working order because you're going to be all over my lawn this weekend. Oh, that's right. We dared each other at the golf thing, right? Brian responds back, letting me know that tomorrow he'll pick us up at an hour I'd previously forgotten existed. Man, that's going to be a rough start. Okay, early start. Early start. Oh, the party mix? Let's go. I didn't raise you to be like that. Why are you eating cheese like that? What? It's called string cheese and not chompy cheese for a reason, Amanda. No, Amanda, we have to go fishing tomorrow. Well, you have to go fishing. I get to play with Brian's dog. How do I become a master of fishing overnight? We went fishing. You went fishing the Girl Scouts, didn't you? You still have a giant salad bowl filled with Easter eggs you're slowly making your way through? Let's go. Oh, because you did the post-Easter egg buy, didn't you, Bob? The post-Easter egg buy? Nope, my stint in the Scouts was brief and purely transactional. Thought I could get free cookies, but I didn't know that I had to, like, be outside in the knots and stuff. Oh, we're not going to beat Brian, are you? Do you remember last summer how I applied for a job at that coffee shop across town? Give me a refresher. During the interview, they asked me if I knew how to work an espresso machine, and I really wanted the job, so I lied and said yes. On the first morning, there was a line out the door, and within half an hour, I severely burned my hand, and they told me to go home and never come back. I still have a scar from that. Of course I remember. What does that have to do with fishing? The burn is a metaphor, Dad. I don't get it. You can lead a horse to water. What do horses have to do with fish and burns?
Huh?
Dad, please, I don't get your obsession with competing against Brian. You wouldn't understand. It's a dad thing. Please try explaining to me. Okay, Brian's he just thinks that he's so much better than me, and he purposely reminds me of that whenever he can. It's like he has to one-up me. I have to beat him in his own game. Is that what you think is happening here? No, Amanda. Okay. I know that's what's happening. All right, Pops. We should both be getting some sleep. See you in the morning. Night, Panda. Okay. Hey, Panda Squad. Good to see you. Wayward Daddy. Ultra. What's up, baby? How you doing, man? You just came home from work? Yes. Alfie is autistic? Alfie's me. Is this how I find out? The post-Easter egg sales, $60 worth of discount chocolate. Let's go. Let's go. I brush my teeth and throw on some pajamas. I climb into bed, set my alarm, and close my eyes. Okay, sleep. Okay, we're going to go to sleep. I am wide awake. I can't help but think about the last time I went fishing, hoping that there's something I can glean from it to give me an edge over Brian. I was about 9 years old. My dad woke me up one morning and told me to get dressed and meet him downstairs. It was still dark out. I had no idea what was going on, but before I knew it, we were both alone on a freezing cold lake. I had to sit there for hours. Well, it got hot and muggy, the air thick with bugs. I picked at mosquito bites while my dad sat in stony silence, fishing pole in one hand, beer in the other. We didn't catch anything. On the long drive home, my father bought me a packet of cigarettes and didn't say a thing. What? That didn't help. And I think I have some repressed sadness about my father. I'll deal with that later. What the heck? I'm sitting on a boat in the middle of a body of water. I can't see any land, but I know it's a lake. The water is placid and still. I'm holding a fishing pole. We're dreaming right now. I don't understand why, but it feels like my life depends on catching a fish right now. I cast my lure into the water and wait and wait and wait. My whole being is filled with hopelessness as I watch the line disappear into the depths below. Use the wrong lure. I look up and see my father, just as he looked that one cold morning, disapproving. I'm panicking now. I pull the lure up and try to grab a different one, but all of the lures in my tackle box are the same. I look up to my father for guidance, but he's gone. I try casting again, but I can't hold my footing. My boat tips over and I fall into the water. Sinking further and further, I see the multitudes of fish that have been lying just below the surface, all swimming around as if to taunt me. One fish swims up to me. He has Brian's eyes.
You gotta use a neutral buoyancy lure if you're trying to catch trout, buddy.
I jolt awake to the sound of my alarm. What the heck? It's fishing day. That would explain the weird dream. I groggily slip on clothes and get ready. I spot Amanda's door half open and see her still curled up in a mountain of blankets. Walking over to her bed, I give her a tiny kiss on the forehead. Fishing day, kiddo. You ready? No. Well, you gotta get up. I can't do this without you. Also, stop sleeping in your clothes. Amanda pulls her comforter over her head. Never. Amanda, I'll get up in a minute. All right, Brian should be here in 20, so you better not just go back to sleep. Amanda sticks her hand through the blanket to wave me away. I leave her room and make myself some coffee and another cup with lots of cream and sugar for Amanda whenever she gets up. Amanda eventually wanders in and chugs her coffee while I do word jumbles. I hear the doorbell ring. That must be Brian. Still rubbing her eyes, we walk outside and see Brian. He's decked out in fishing gear. Daisy's falling asleep next to him.
Early bird gets the worm, buddy.
You ready to fish?
I was born ready.
My eyes narrow in on Brian. It's a good day to die. Hop on in, guys. Let's get this fishing party started. And we would have missed it if we didn't date Brian. That's true, Bob. No, you're 100% correct. We would have missed that beautiful cinematic narrative beat. I walk over the driver's side and open it. Woof, woof! Brian's dog immediately hops into the driver's seat. Yes! Can I see your license, sir?
Maxwell, let Alfie sit.
Maxwell obediently hops into the back to cuddle with Daisy. Amanda settles in next to Maxwell and Daisy and immediately falls asleep.
You ready for an adventure?
I'm ready for glory. I struggle to stay awake as we drive to the outskirts of town. Country music plays quietly on the radio as I watch trees pass by. So where exactly are we headed?
It's about an hour north of here, a little spot I've been going to since I was a kid. My dad used to take me there all the time. I don't think anybody else knows about it. I've brought everything we need so that we can catch some trout, have a nice little fire and enjoy the nature. My fishing pole is in the shop, getting it tuned up. Do you maybe have an extra I could borrow? What happened to Joseph? Joseph failed at poker. We had an okay date with Joseph. I feel like I kept choosing the wrong options though. And his wife Mary was a little intense. But of course, probably not as nice as it sounds like yours is though.
Right. Yeah. I'm digging a hole here. I stare out at the forest lining the highway. The sun is just barely over the horizon, scattering dusky pink light through the trees. For a split second, I spot a deer grazing on the side of the road before it leaps back into the brush. After a nice quiet drive, Brian eventually tells me to pull off the highway and onto the dirt road. The car bumps along until we reach a clearing that opens up to a magnificent lake.
Well, here we are.
I step out of the car and help Brian unload our gear as Maxwell runs around us barking. The kids wake up and wander to the shore, where Daisy tries to teach Amanda how to skip rocks. Brian and I carry the tackle boxes and cooler down to the edge of the lake where he has a canoe waiting.
Ah, great, it's still in one piece. Hold on. Help me out with Maxwell.
I help Brian place a tiny dog-sized life vest onto Maxwell. Woof!
All right, your turn.
Brian hands me a lime green life vest. Maybe if I fall in, you'll save me? If I fall in, I'm counting on you to rescue me.
Suit yourself.
Brian turns to Amanda and Daisy, who are still skipping rocks.
You kids want to fish?
I'm good with just throwing rocks into the water. Amanda hurls a rock into the pond with gusto. Yeah, take that, water. Amanda, you're supposed to be skipping them.
Hey.
Is that what we're doing?
Daisy, don't you want to fish?
Oh.
I think catching fish is kind of inhumane. We're going to go explore in the woods and look at bugs and stuff.
All right, be safe, don't go too far.
Brian pulls the life vest around himself and we throw all of our equipment into the canoe. Maxwell happily jumps in and takes his place looking out over the boat. I get into the canoe and Brian shoves off. We paddle together, get ourselves in the middle of the lake.
Most freshwater fish usually feed at dusk and dawn, which is why I had to get you up so early. Yeah, no, I know. That's pretty common fisherman knowledge after all. Fisherman knowledge that I am knowledgeable about. Still a gambler, man? You know it. Let's see who can catch more fish. You can catch more than what? Sounds easy enough to me. What's on the line? Besides all the fish I'm going to catch, obviously. I was thinking something a little more high stakes than mowing the lawn. Custody of our children? More than that. Let's say, if I win, I get your weed whacker. The Whackmaster 2000. That's a limited edition. Wasn't Whackmaster 2000 your nickname in high school, Bob? Isn't that correct? But if you win, you get my pole saw, the Reach and Cut 3000. Yeah, that's fair, Bob. That's fair. Look, that's fair. That's fair. The cordless version. That's the one. Shit, the Reach and Cut 3000 is state of the art. My weed whacker is a prized possession, but there are those hard to reach branches at the back of the yard that have been begging for a pruning. You're on. We shake on it. I suddenly remember that I don't know how to fish. My foolish fatherly pride will one day be my undoing. I watch as Brian ties a lure and does some stuff I can't quite follow with his fishing pole. He casts it into the lake. Oh boy. Now I have to do that. I stare down at the tackle box and at the pole in my hand. Put some bait on the hook. I fish a worm from the styrofoam container Brian brought. It's slippery, but I think I can get it onto the hook if I just focus. Oh god, I'm bleeding. Oh god, the blood's everywhere. The worm is not on the hook. Need some help? No, I meant to do that. The blood attracts the fish. They can smell it up to a mile away, you know. I think that's sharks. No, it's definitely fish. Now what? Tie a knot or something. I take my pole and try to tie an elaborate looking knot to impress Brian, the classic hunter's bend. I learned that one in my youth. Yep, this one isn't coming apart anytime soon. With this knot, I will cast my heavenly line upon the unsuspecting water and deliver unto us a bountiful harvest. I look over to Brian. He doesn't seem to be paying attention. Let's cast this sucker. I pull my rod back and launch the lure as hard as I can.
Whoa!
And the lure flies off the line and sails far, far away, landing in the lake with a loud sploosh. Sorry, I judged the wind speed wrong. This cold air drives the pressure down. Yeah, go ahead and take my pole. I know it's hard switching to a new pole you're not used to. I'll fix up another lure. Brian hands me his pole with a smile, and I just sit there feeling like an idiot. We are nailing it. Okay. Fishing around here is easy. They grouped up. All you got to do is line up 3 of the same species and reel them in. I need to match 3 of the same species. I can't tell which fish is which.
Match that fish.
Okay.
Now you're fishing.
Okay.
Now you're fishing.
Okay, match the fish. Where,
Catch of the day. Match of the day.
Oh, that's a bullhead catfish. They're a bottom dweller invasive species now found worldwide. They taste great grilled. Oh, really?
Rainbow trout.
Oh, that's cool.
Nice catch.
Okay, where are we? Oh, this one
Now
here.
you're fishing.
Now you're fishing.
Catch of the day.
Catch of the day.
Nice match.
Hi, Kyla. How you doing? We're just matching fish together, slowly.
Now you're fishing. Nice catch.
Now you're fishing. Frick.
Nice match. Catch of the day. Catch of the day.
Oh, that was a combo. That was good.
Catch of the day.
We'll take a combo.
Nice catch. Now you're fishing. Catch of the day. Match of the day. Now you're fishing.
Okay. I'm kind of tired of this minigame already.
Rainbow trout.
Oh, we got rainbow trout out here. That's cool.
Nice catch.
That's on a diagonal.
Nice catch.
How do we... Oh, over. What do we get? S! My baking page is doing... Kyla, that's amazing! Good work. I'm glad you're doing great and that your baking's going well. Further proof that every game has a fishing minigame hidden somewhere. That's true. That is true. Good work. Have you got lots of customers coming through, Kyla? Lots of clients? Wow, this is way tougher than I thought. I look over to Brian, who's smiling and obviously enjoying his time out here on the lake. I made cupcakes today. Wish I could show them. They're like a Mother's Day special. Yes. Had about 4 orders. Congratulations. That's so freaking cool. Nice work, Carla. I love that. Well done on crushing it. And also, beautiful time with Mother's Day rolling in to make a bunch of stuff. That's awesome. I will crush him. Suddenly, the fishing pole jumps in my hand. I reflexively tug upwards. I think I got something big. The tip of the pole dips down repeatedly and the line starts to run. Reel it in. I finally get the fish right up next to the boat. It's a long, beautiful rainbow trout. Brian hands me a net. It's all yours. I lean down and notice that my hands are shaking with excitement. This fish is bigger than all the ones Brian's caught. That pole saw is mine. The entire canoe tips over with me. I find myself sinking into the lake. I should have taken the life vest. All of a sudden, I'm embraced under the water and pulled into Brian's arms. Bob, watch out. I finally dragged upwards, spluttering water. All of our gear floats on the surface. Maxwell doggy paddles around us in circles, having a great time.
Okay.
You all right? Does that count as one? Well, seeing as all of our fish are now swimming safely back in the lake, I guess so. Brian laughs. Let's get you to shore. Brian and I flip the canoe back over and fill it with our now soaking wet gear. Nailed it! We row back to shore with Maxwell in tow. Hug me, Daddy. Shirts off. Once we get to the beach, Maxwell darts off into the woods. Brian takes off his shirt. Dots of lake water glisten in the sun across his strong back. Man, all that general contracting must have built that guy like an ox. The dog just looks so shady right now. I hope he doesn't notice me staring.
Hey.
I'm going to get a fire going so we can dry off. Want to hand me yours? Yeah, okay, yeah. I reluctantly take off my own shirt and toss it to Brian. I suddenly wish I'd done more sit-ups in my life, or any sit-ups at all, really. Another thing you've bested me in, stupid, sexy Brian. Stupid, sexy Brian. His belly looks small out of his shirt. Stupid, sexy Brian. You might as well fry that shirt up. Seems like it's the only lunch we'll have. The day's young, we can fish from the shore. Once Brian gets the fire going, I sit and try to dry off my pants. Brian sets up a couple of lures out by the water's edge. We're probably going to have to put the kibosh on the competition for now. Until another day. My stomach growls.
Ah.
You hungry? Oh, I'm fine. Brian reaches into his cargo shorts and pulls out a few granola bars. I have a small child. I'm flush with snacks. Brian joins me by the fire and I accept the cargo short granola. Pants off! And now we're back to waiting. This feels familiar? Right. Where did the girls get off to? Shouldn't they be back by now? He's not in a maid outfit though, Luca. I wouldn't want to worry about it too much. They're a couple of smart kids. Really? That's funny. That's funny, Mantis. That's what I'm worried about. They're too smart. They've probably established a small rural government by this point and installed themselves as leaders. Hey, it's good that you know your lane and your type. I take a look around, the sun cresting the tree line, casting the entire lake into a warm golden glow. The forest seems to be coming alive now. Birds chirp in the distance. Wow. Nature is beautiful. A mosquito bites me. I slap my neck and curse. Nature sucks. Here you go, bud. Brian hands me a bottle of bug spray. I begrudgingly take it and douse myself. My fellow Australians have chosen the Australian Labor Party as their government, and our government would choose the Australian way because we're proud of who we are and all we've built together in this country. We do not need to beg or borrow or copy from anywhere else. We do not seek our inspiration overseas. We find it right here in our values and in our people. That's fair. That's a fair sentiment. Just finishing a movie with my mum. I'll be back if I catch you before the end of stream. If not, Kyla, look after yourself. Have a beautiful, beautiful time. And yeah, thanks for stopping by. Appreciate you. Brian hands me a bottle of bug spray. It's pretty good. Yeah, I agree, Mantis. I agree. I've always hated how this stuff smells.
Really? I've always kind of liked it. It reminds me of being outside.
Maybe you and I have different sentiments on the outdoors. Maxwell comes bounding up to me, a huge stick in his mouth. He drops it at my feet and looks at me expectantly. Throw the stick towards the woods. I hurl the stick as hard as I can towards the tree line. Maxwell bolts after it, running as fast as his stubby little legs can carry him, which consequently is not very fast. It is very cute, though.
Nice throw, Alfie.
I turn away so he can't see me blush. Maxwell brings the stick back to me, clearly proud of himself. Good boy, Maxwell. You're a very good and speedy boy. You're the world champ of fetch. It's time for the pets. What's the plan? Butt pats never fail. I give Maxwell a few good pats on his backside. While I'm playing with Maxwell, fish begin routinely pulling on Brian's lines. I watch Brian effortlessly fillet the fish, squeeze a bit of lemon on them, and fry them up in a cast iron pan. Before we know it, we have a feast fit for a couple of shirtless dudes. Amanda and Daisy emerge from the woods looking totally unscathed. Whoa, Dad Bod Patrol. I'm going to have to issue you both a citation and demand you both put your shirts on. There are children present. Brian tosses me my now dry shirt. I pull it over my head, thankful that I will no longer be distracted by Brian and his pecs. Where have you guys been? Studying entomology? What? We were playing with bugs. I expected you guys to be more covered in, like, mud and stuff. Daisy looks offended. What do you take me for, a child? Amanda puts a hand on Daisy's shoulder.
Oh.
Right. We take a seat around the fire and Brian serves us all generous piles of fish on paper plates. It's absolutely delicious. Why does it have to be so good? Why does he have to be so good at everything?
Fish taste okay?
Daisy and Amanda both nod furiously, mouths full of fish. It's incredible. I've never had fish this good. Yeah, it's great.
Old Harding family recipe.
Why are your pants wet? Well, Amanda, we were out there on the lake and then
I accidentally tipped over that boat. Don't worry, all of the gear floated to the surface so we didn't lose anything. Right, Alfie?
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. I can't believe he just covered for me. Gosh, he even out humbles me. He's trying to beat me at everything, including my world-famous sense of humility. Outrageous. We finish our fish and end up playing catch with Maxwell for a little while before we decide to head out. After cleaning up the camp, we pack up the station wagon and let Maxwell into the back seat. The poor pup falls asleep in a cuddle puddle with Amanda and Daisy. They've had a long day.
Been an ordeal today, bud. Let me drive you guys home.
I want to prove that I'm the most awake dad on the block, but yeah, I'm beat. Fine. As we drive away, I take one last look at the lake, disappearing behind us, and smile. I rest my head against the window and the low rumble of the dirt road beneath me lulls me into a peaceful sleep.
Hey, sleepyhead.
I open my eyes and realize that I had dozed off in the car. I self-consciously wipe a bit of drool off my chin. Typical all the Brian haters missed date 2, where he was sweet. I know, Bob. I know. No one will believe us. Oh, hey, I was resting my eyes. Just in case we suddenly have to jump into any sort of conflict. So I'm super awake for it. And ready to fight with my strong arms.
It's all good. You earned some rest, buddy. Thanks for coming out with us today. I had a lot of fun with you.
Thanks for inviting us. I also had fun, actually.
Glad to hear it. Take it easy, yeah?
You too. Take it the easiest. Brian chuckles to himself as he unloads the car. Amanda and I get inside and immediately collapse onto the couch. Long day. Yep. I was so close to that pole saw. Pole saw? Yeah. Brian and I were competing to see who could catch the most fish and... Stop. Why do you care so much? Amanda Panda, just look at the guy. He's so obviously got my number and he's rubbing my face in it.
Ugh.
Dad, I love you. But you're kind of dumb sometimes. Dumb or clearly the superior dad. You know what? I don't have any of the energy required to properly unpack your weird fixation with asserting your masculinity. I'm going to bed. Night. Amanda slides off the couch and face down onto the floor. I am a tired slug. Amanda, that floor is disgusting.
I don't care. Well, night, honey. Night, Pops. Amazing. Date complete. Okay, how do we go? How do we go with Brian date 2? S.
Let me mow your lawn this weekend.
Fuck yeah. S tier. They just drop her image off screen? I know. They just... That's good. Well, that's good. We got high relaxed dad score. High relaxed dad score. Soft boy is the achievement I got. 2 out of 3. Well, it's been a long day. I'm just about ready to pack it in. After a few bites of ice cream from the freezer, I turn off all the lights and walk down the hall to my room. I wonder if Amanda's still awake. My kid needs some sleep. As I pass her room, I can hear a faint sound, but can't quite make out what it is. I get a little closer. Is she crying? I knock gently on the door. Hey, Amanda? The crying immediately stops. Not right now. Her voice sounds strange. She sniffles. I need to make sure she's okay. I open the door. In the dark, I can see Amanda's outline in the middle of her bed, knees hugged up against her body. Is everything okay? I don't want to talk about it. Did something happen? Did something happen? No, nothing happened. Go away. Amanda. Get out! Okay. I quickly leave her room and shut the door behind me. Once the door closes, I can hear her crying again. Far out. Wow. What is her so upset? She seemed fine earlier. She's usually so open with me. Did I do something wrong? Is she mad at me? I guess if she wasn't before, she definitely is now. I can't even remember the last time she snapped at me like that. I have a hard time falling asleep. When I finally do, I'm still thinking about Amanda. After a long night of very little sleep, I roll out of bed and make myself a pot of coffee. Amanda should be up for school soon. Maybe she'll be willing to talk about whatever's bothering her. About 10 minutes before she's supposed to leave, Amanda comes out of her room and makes a beeline for the freezer. Morning, Amanda. Morning. She drops a frozen waffle into the toaster and slams the freezer door. She won't look at me. Yikes. So, anything big going on at school today? No. Okay. Do you need a ride to school? No. Want some coffee? Amanda pulls the toaster lever up and takes her still freezer-burned waffle out before it's finished cooking. I have to go. Amanda picks up her bag and storms out. Oh. Okay. She's sad because you're dating Brian instead of Craig or Joseph. Maybe. I haven't seen her act like this in a long time. It's usually short-lived, but it always hurts. Hopefully this blows over and things are back to normal soon. I sit back at the kitchen table and look at a picture of Amanda and I hanging on the wall. In it, I'm teaching her to ride a bike. Her face is a mixture of excitement and pure, unadulterated fear. I remember how determined she was. Every time she'd fall off and scrape her knees, she'd get up and try it again. Finally, I had to stop her because she was bleeding everywhere. Then she started to cry because she didn't think she needed bandages and wanted to keep trying. And as I put the bike away, she just stood in the middle of the street and screamed. Then I took her for ice cream and it was like nothing even happened. After giving it a bit of thought, I decided that if I try to force her to talk about it, I'm only going to make things work. But I have an idea. I start rummaging around for ingredients. I hear Amanda walk in the door. Instead of heading for the kitchen like she usually does, she makes a beeline to her room. She's clearly trying to avoid me. Hey, Pumpkin! What? Can you come here for a sec? There's a moment of silence. Yeah. I wanted to say sorry about last night. I'm just worried about you, kiddo. I get scared when I know something's wrong, and I get even more scared when I feel like I can't do anything about it. Dad, So, just whatever it is, and you don't have to tell me if you don't want to, but whatever it is, I just know that you have a dad in your corner who wants you to be happy. Honey, you know I'm bad with words, so I was hoping I could speak a language we both understand. I pull a cake out of the refrigerator and place it on the table. Hopefully, the frosting has set by now. Ta-da! Dad. It took me a really long time because I ran out of red frosting somewhere around sad and had to start over. And sorry you're sad, but I support you 100%. Oh my God. This is so adorable. This is beautiful. It's strawberry. Amanda gives me a big old hug. I grab some plates and forks and serve us up some delicious cake. So,
It's really stupid. What is this whole thing? I know I've been really weird lately, and there's just... I don't even know how to explain it. I feel like I might have to make you a chart. I'm listening. Do you want me to take notes? I guess I should start from the top. So you know how Emma R's going to that fancy art school in California, right? Emma R. The best friend. You got it. Wow. Proud of you.
Eh?
Anyways, ever since she got the acceptance letter, I've been feeling like she's drifting away, you know? And she's been spending a lot more time with Grace and Emma P. I just thought it was all in my head for a while, but then I found out from Rosie M that both of the Emmas, Grace and Noah, all went to a party at Mackenzie F's on the same night. They all told me they were busy studying for the Calc AB final. Strawberry. Yikes.
Oh.
So another important piece of information is, God, this is embarrassing. I have a crush on Noah, and that's a thing. What? Whoa. Okay, I had no idea. I definitely didn't know that. Okay, you're a bad liar.
I like big boys, itty bitty boys.
Little 5'8" little piece of shit boys. 5'8" little mousy boys that live in the wall and crawl around for cheese.
Thanks, Aegis. I learned from the worst. Anyway, so the only person I told about the crush was Emma R, and she promised not to tell anybody. I didn't confront them about the party thing because I didn't want it to start drama, so I just kept quiet and keep going about my business. And then one day I invite everybody out to get nachos at the mall, and after not texting me back for like 2 hours, even though none of them ever put their phones down for more than 60 seconds, they all say they're busy, like simultaneously. So I tell them, never mind, I'll just eat nachos at home, right? But we were out of chips and I really, really wanted nachos. Totally understandable.
Ugh.
So I go to the mall anyway. I get to the food court and who do I see there but Grace, Emma P, Emma R, and Noah all hanging out together and eating nachos without me. 5'8" isn't that small? Surely. Just making sure it still works. Aegis. It does. 5'8" is not short, but when you're 6'3", like me, 5'8" is shorter. Alex? Shorter. Because I'm a tall boy. I'm a big giant man. It gets better. I'm standing by the escalators watching them, and I realize that Noah has his arm around Emma R, which is kind of weird, right? You're cooked? No, there's people that there's a height for all people and people for all heights, Alex. I think there's positives for all heights. Not as cooked as Ash. Ash is minuscule. Hi, Ash. Hi, Ash in chat. Noah has his arms around Emma R, but then they kiss. No. Yes, I know. So I storm over there and I'm like, hey. And Grace drops a nacho in her shirt because of course she does. And Emma R just like glares at me. Grace. Nothing is coming up. I don't know who that is. Grace is the... Did she poop the bed too? No, Dad, please stick with me.
Huh.
Grace is the one nobody really likes, or I guess that's me now. But anyway, nobody will say anything, and I'm just like, you guys suck, which I realize is not the most eloquent thing to say, but I was very angry and really embarrassed, and I just wanted to get out of there. So I left without nachos, might I add, which only further contributed to my shitty day, and immediately drafted a super long text to the group chat asking them why they've been so weird. And I wrote another one to Emma R asking how long the Noah thing's been going on, and... Sorry, I know that's a lot. You still following? I'm a little confused, but I think I followed. How tall is Ash? 5'3". That is small. 5'3" is not tall. I dated a girl who was 5'3", which was very weird because I'm 6'3". It was like a foot difference. It's a massive height difference. 5'3" to 6'3". That's okay, you're trying. So what happens next? I'm cooked more then? You don't believe she's even that, Alex? Fair. How tall are you, Sass? You don't know how tall you are? Bob, I think you're probably like 5'10" or something. But I could be wrong. I'm a terrible judge of height. Because all I know is most people are smaller than me. Except one or two people that I know who are taller than me considerably. 174 centimeters. What's that in feet? 174 feet. 5'7". Oh, you're smaller than I thought you were. 5'7". Huh. Because I'm 5'5" and I'm definitely more than 2 inches taller than Ash. 5'2.5". No, you have to keep the half. You have to keep the half in there.
Where do you think you're going, you little baby?
We're all little babies, guys. That's what we've established. We're all little tiny babies. You're 6'2", last checkup. That's pretty tall, Aegis. 6'2" is tall. 6'2" is tall. I like it. It's good height. At least you're 174 when you last measured. That could have been in high school. You might have shrunk since then. You are small. I yearn for more height. You forget how tall I am? Yeah. Whenever we see each other in public, you're probably like, whoa, what the heck, City? I forget how tall I am as well, though, to be honest, Mantis. I forget how tall I am. And then when I'm talking to people, I have to like lean down and be like, what was that? Sorry, because my hearing's bad. I don't mind being small. I just hate tall people. Wow. Wow. I'm right here. Yeah. Okay, so she's reading the word. She's reading the message she sent to the group. Okay. You think tall people should pay more taxes? Wow. You're breathing my oxygen before it can get to me? You've thought about this, Sass. You know, there's a very good song. Where is it? Do I have a tab for it? There's a song by Randy Newman called Short People. Short people got no reason. Short people got no reason. Short people got... No, I'm not going to finish it. It's great, though. Go listen to Randy Newman? Randy Newman, Short People. You need longer clothes. Surely you need more food to keep that tall machine running. That's true. You're breathing out CO2 like a chimney. You're making good points. Aegis, she's choosing violence. Very glad Ash hasn't seen any of this. She might start bashing me for calling her short. Alex, watch out. If she reads back chat, we're in trouble. We're bad for the planet. Sass. We're just people too. All right. Can you believe that? I cannot believe that. I care so much about Amanda's social life and mental well-being, but man, do I not understand what she's talking about. This is all beyond me, but I'm trying my hardest to be supportive. They were dating in secret for like months. So I told her that she's being a really terrible friend, and she's like, well, if you think I'm so terrible, then just stop being my friend. And I was like, okay. And then she left me on red, and then... Wait, left me on red? What's that? Like, she saw my message and didn't reply, and I know because there are red receipts. I don't know what red receipts are, but I'm just going to nod and pretend I understand. Gotcha. So while this is all happening, I'm talking to Emma P about how mad I am because she's at least being kind of reasonable. And I'm venting to her about how pissed I am at everybody and stuff. And then out of nowhere, Noah texts me and is like, how could you say that about me? And I'm like, say what about you? And he tells me that Emma P sent screenshots of everything I told her to the group chat that I got kicked out of. All right, I think you lost me at screenshots, but that definitely sounds bad. There's so much more, but these people sound like absolute asshats. Just people too? You're more than two people stacked. I'm two people in a trench coat. I'm two short people in a trench coat. Okay, she's got little arms. I'll hold her back and she'll just be swinging her arms, unable to reach me. Alex, that sounds like a good plan. As in the world of plants, the taller plants thrive while the shorter ones wilt. Aegis is like, I am an oak tree towering above. I will take all of the primo rain and sunshine. Oh, you're fine. You're safe then, Alex. Just stay 5 hours away from her. That's okay. The bottom line is that everyone dropped me, half of my grade hates me, and now I have no friends. Oh, that's bad. Amanda, I'm so sorry. I almost expected it from everybody else, but Emma R's been there since Mom died. Can't believe she just stabbed me in the back like that. I'm not even that mad that she's dating Noah. I'm just upset that she lied to me about it for so long. Amanda stabs at the remnants of her cake. Okay. I take it back. I'm kind of mad she's dating Noah. Like, what did I do wrong? Why did everyone just suddenly decide I'm not cool anymore? Why wasn't I enough? I don't understand. And as mad as I am that everybody, like, I miss them, Dad.
Amanda looks so dejected I almost can't take it. What could I possibly say to help? Anyways, that's it. That's the whole sordid tale. Thanks for listening. Tune in next week for more hot gossip. Wow. I know, it's pretty dumb. It's not dumb. No, it's a stupid thing to be upset over. Amanda, your feelings are real. Don't ever be mad at yourself for having feelings. I guess. Unless you've secretly been a robot who's been approximating human feelings this whole time. Dad, if I was a robot, I would have transformed into a monster truck a long time ago. But seriously, I know you probably don't want advice, but I feel like it's my duty as a dad to bestow upon you a few nuggets of fatherly wisdom. I'm a bag of cats disguised as a functional adult. That's impressive that you can hold that together. Like a whole bag of cats? That's impressive that you can hold that together, Aegis. I'm impressed. Words of fatherly wisdom. Not all friendships last forever. Real friends don't do that. High school sucks. Real friends don't do that. When you get older, you'll start realizing the sort of people you want to associate yourself with. Do you really want to surround yourself with people who do something like that to their friend? It takes a lot of work to find and maintain meaningful friendships. It took me a long time to figure that out by myself, and I wish I'd learned it sooner. If the other person isn't putting the effort in to show you how much they care, it's not worth it. You're not beholden to being their friend. Ultimately, I think this says way more about their character than it does about yours, because you're amazing. If they can't see that, well, that's their problem. Yeah, fuck them. Fuck them. Lots of duct tape and catnip? Nice. I'll keep that in mind. I looked down at the table. Did we just eat that whole cake?
Ah.
Yes, we did just eat that whole cake. Welp, good talk. Amanda gets up to go to her room. Before she closes the door, she turns around. Hey, Pops? Yes? Thank you. You are always welcome. Love you, Amanda.
I love you too, Dad.
Oh, God, I'm gonna cry. Oh, my God. I'm gonna cry.
Welcome. You've got dads.
Oh, God. Okay. That's where we're gonna leave it. With me crying. At how adorable the game is. We're gonna leave it with me crying.